It's Thursday, and you know what that means. It is IndyCar night on ERN. Hello again, everyone. I am Gary Gotzo. Welcome to Round 4 of the Elite Racing League's premier racing division, the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Championship Series, as we come to you today from Pocono Raceway for the, I believe this is now 6th running of the P1 500, and it's the first leg of the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. Joining me as always in the booth is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. Luis, a big, pretty exciting race last week. Closest ever finish on a road course at Portland. A first-time winner, a rookie at that. And now we begin our only warm-up race before getting to Indianapolis in October. The Pocono 500, the P1 Broadcasting Pocono 500. And it's good to have you here. It's good to be here. And I think all eyes are now beginning to turn back to Adriano Pinero, who admittedly had a bit of an off race, not feeling well last week, but he has done everything but really warn us. Maybe he has warned us that today is really feeling like his day.
Yeah, like he said last time, he said, I wasn't prepared for today. I really super sick for today, but I really don't need to be prepared for Pocono because it's my favorite track. So he is here, but the problem is he got a black flag for something, so he gonna start it from back to the field on the back. Brandon Trost is the poleman for 1,000 over Stefan Alexander. So 6 times we've been here. The shortest finish was for Jason Brofin for just 30,000 with 3 wide over Sudik and Adriano. The longest winner in the field was Henry Bennett with 29 seconds lead. So it was kind of tough that race because 16 cautions. We wasn't there, but it looked like when you read it, it's like, oh my God.
That was that Brophy win was actually one of my first broadcasts here. That was a pretty exciting finish. Now we are going to line up here starting in rows of 2. Once they get out on the grid, they will be in rows of 3. So we're going to do 3 wide starts here at Pocono. And hopefully my graphics will work. We did 2-lap average speed qualifying too, so that's another reason why we're not really going to see speed. 2-lap average qualifying, even 4-lap average qualifying doesn't natively come through on very many of the overlays. So we will try to get in tonight's starting lineup and hopefully get that other graphic off. Yes, and don't worry about the speed. It just, again, it doesn't natively, well, let me see here. I don't think it does. No, it doesn't natively come across. So don't worry about it. But Brendan Trost, as you mentioned, is on the pole. He is going to be joined by Seb Alexander and Chad Frankenfeld on the front row here at Pocono for the P1 500. Going back on the road, 2, it is Ryan Schold, Chris Albrecht. Man, Chris Albrecht loves these big 2.5-mile ovals because he's getting himself another top 6 start here. And Jared Rexing also joining him on the front row, or on the second row. Jared wishes he's a row forward. I'm sure he does. And then we have Tyler Fode, Liam O'Sullivan, and Clindy on row 3. Hunter Ingrave, Matt Wagner, and a Leighton Norgard on row 4. Edson Toole, Jordan Owens, Craig Forsyth, front row. I don't want to say pole sitter, just a front row sitter at Indianapolis back in May. He's back on row 5 here, and Craig is really one of those Pocono whisperers. Watch him. And remember, he had that big win in the ISRA here, Lewis. Back on row 6, we got Matt Taylor, Kidda, and Hunter Smith. Back on row 7, we got last week's winner, Logan Edwards, Ben Larson, Lawson and Colin Hill. We got Herrick, Aldrich, and Cale Pocock back on row 8. Weeks, watch him. He loves these 500-mile races. Camargo and Hobson back on row 9. Row 10, Hibbs, Holmes, and Microlak. And again, my Polish is not working very well here, and I'm Polish. Back on row 10. Vandermarl, Fraser, Pinero. There's Pinero will actually be starting in 33rd starting position. Andrew Wood, Richie Hearn, and Blauman in row 12. And that is your starting lineup.
36 cars on the grid today.
Green.
And green flag is out, and Brendan Trost wastes no time and jumps out to the front. He's joined by Alexander Frankenfeld going into 1 as the field continues. The string out behind as that front row's jumping away a little bit.
I expect to going to there is Adriano Piñero. But it's gonna be hard for him because he started very back on the back. For sure, it's at some point with good strategy gonna go on the front again, but it's gonna take a lot of time again.
The different lines everyone's using through turn 3. We ride with Jordan Owens with Edson Toole on the outside. $200 laps, 500 miles, first jewel of the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. There's a $50 bonus to any driver that could win all 3 rounds, $25 bonus if you could win 2 of the 3 races. And here at P1, we will throw in another $50 to anybody who could win all 3 races for a total of $100. And we will throw in another $25 for anybody who can win 2 of the 3. That will be this race, Indianapolis, and the U.S. 500 later this season, presented by P1 Broadcasting at Michigan. Brendan Trost, 2:13.1 to lead this race off. Frankenfeld out in front now as he assumes the lead. Trost is in second. We've got that purple lap with a bit of that draft. Here is what the open racetrack looks like in front of Frankenfeld. Former winner here. In fact, no repeat winners ever in the history of all of the ERL races here at the series. Rexon, Forsyth, purple lap. No repeat winners ever here at Pocono in the series. So for Chad, who has a 500-mile win under his belt at Indianapolis last October, he gets the win here. It'll be another 500-mile win for the driver with the most starts in ERL.
You know what is
Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series history.
Interesting?
What's interesting?
Interesting because even the pole position is not a repeat. So the first pole was Max Halliburton, later on 2020B, Víctor Del Porto, Henry Bennett with the win and the pole, then Malescan 2023, then Shad have the pole on 2024A, and 2024B, Adriano Piñero. So no repeat poles also too. Let's see what's happened today. Maybe it's, we break that thing.
Caution on the racetrack.
Yeah, I see many with people with crush, with time contact here.
We got a car flipping on the backstretch, and that is Gavin Hibbs, who, wow, we kind of expected. Yeah, we did not expect to see him an early out for him. Normally he has a pretty good luck here on these ovals, and we'll see what happens with him. Actually, I need to go back further in time, actually. That's what I need to do. There we go.
Oh, that's unfortunately. Oof.
And
You have to set the name. Oh.
He's in that back group there.
Ah.
He's racing with Vandermarl in the 2. And he comes
Wood?
through turn 2, Wood, and the car in front of him. Oh, that is Victor Aldrich. And then Andrew Wood basically tears through him with virtually no damage.
I see contact Paul went a little bit high. I think he didn't realize I have a Victor Aldrich over there, and then it came all this with net code. My God, Gabby Gibbs over there.
Oh, okay. No contact for Andrew Wood. It was a violent airborne collision that happened.
But the net code of Gabby Gibbs is massive.
Let's watch this with Gavin Hibbs. He sees what happens in front of him. Vandermarl misses it, and he really does miss it, but the net code catches up with him, and the camera goes blank. All right. Well, now we're going to start seeing maybe alternative strategies play out here as we reset the field.
People like Pinheiro can go in to the front to avoid all of these issues about contacts and stuff. But where is he?
And Pinheiro actually on pit road, coming to pit road with a number of drivers, and that's what I was talking about. Also back there, Hunter Smith, Matthew Weeks, Pinheiro.
Why? Oh, there. Okay.
And I might have said Colin's name wrong, and actually I was corrected. It's Colin Heil. Colin Heil. So High L. Yeah, High L is what I was told how to say his name. So Colin Heil. Of course, it wasn't Colin that told me that. Apparently he doesn't care if I say his name wrong, but somebody else does. Chad Frankenfeld, his teammate, is the leader. They will go for at least another lap here. That's one thing that certainly Pocono for is very long caution laps. They extend very long here, so we have at least 2 more laps because we'll have another lap after this with no caution or with no pace car in front of the field, and kind of come down with a more of a proper IndyCar style restart. So we at least will go at green at coming to lap 10, which gives me an opportunity to get in today's Elite Racing League's pull award is going to go to Brendan Trost for winning the poll. That's sponsored by 4D Racewear. You want to check out their line of made for sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in today's description. Also, check them out at the Sim Gaming Expo, September 5th through 7th in Chicago. And visit simgamingexpo.com to learn more. There will be some Elite Racing League events going on there, a part of their esports arena. And also, I will get to be calling the action for the Gomez Sim Industries Open Wheel Invitational. 5 races. Race 1 will be me and Tony Kanaan in the booth. That's right, 2013 Indy 500 winner will be me and Tony Kanaan in the booth for race 1 of the GSI Open Wheel Invitational in Chicago, September 5th through 7th. Also, stay tuned to the Elite Racing League and their channels and their Discord server for more information about their events. That will be at the Expo as well. If you enjoy Elite Racing League and ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to click the bell to enable notifications so you'll get notified of future broadcasts. And hey, hit that thumbs up, would you?
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag next time by here at the P1 500. Between USAC, CART, and IndyCar, the series is raced here 27 times from 1971 to 1989 and again from 2013 to 2019. Pocono is the track with the second most ever 500-mile races held at it in IndyCar history. You may have thought it was Michigan, but Michigan only has 22 500-mile races. Pocono has 26. Every single race at Pocono, with the exception of the 2013 return when the IndyCar Series came back here, was a 400-mile. That was a 400-mile race. Every other race was a 500-mile race. Turn 1 is modeled after Trenton Speedway in New Jersey. That is no longer around. Turn 2 is modeled after Indianapolis. Turn 3 modeled after Milwaukee. This track was purpose-built for IndyCars when it opened in the late 60s, early 70s. Your track record holder here is Juan Montoya, driving for Team Penske in 2014 with a lap of 2:23.8. Your career IndyCar win leaders here are A.J. Foyt with 4. Rick Mears and Will Power tied with 3. Danny Sullivan, Al Sr., Bobby Unser with 2. And Uncle Bobby's wins were when they were with USAC and CART. So he's the only one to spread it between 2 sanctioning bodies. The furthest back to win a race here, starting wise, was Scott Dixon when he won in 2013 after starting 17th on the grid. Getting ready to go green this time by in the field, and the green flag's in the air. Field's back underway. And Seb getting on by Chad. Now Chad's going to get caught 3 wide here with Chad, Scholl, and O'Sullivan.
I can figure out it's 7 minutes on pace here today. So every yellow is out is 7 minutes because included the 3 laps, iRacing plus the league. So 7 minutes around the track for any caution.
And on that restart, Seb gets by Chad Frankenfield, but Chad gets the lead back. A little bit further back, Logan Edwards getting around Matt Taylor. Battle between rookie drivers. I kind of chuckle when I say that these two are rookies. They're rookies in name only.
3 wide on the... Oh, my God, Adriano Piñero.
Oh, I just caught a glimpse of that, and I can't get the camera back there in time.
But this Hunter Smith bouncing to the right and then Wick to the left and almost have a contact with Adriano Piñero to the left. So kind of, okay, I know you hustle, we want to go in front, but easy. We are 190 to go.
Matty Wags goes purple. Ben Lawson goes purple. Now this battle right here where we have, and Trost has gone back there. Trost actually stopped on pit road as well on that last round of pit stop. So Trost, he stopped and he is now 18th. So he has the freshest tires and he is storming up through the field. He goes around the deep cut of A.J. Hobson in that deep cut throwback livery of his. Now he goes to the high side, coming off of turn 3. He's going to get a big run.
And get it ready for the next week. The 2 races we have in one night, throwback in Texas.
Yeah, the Texas two-step, the twin 275s from Texas next week. The first ever doubleheader in Elite Racing League IndyCar history. Next week will be throwback liveries. Check us out, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Elite Racing Network. That Taylor, Lawson, Logan Edwards getting shuffled out of order there. This is through turn 3.
This he slowed down because he almost have he decided to slow because if he going, he gonna have a contact with Norgard in turn 2. That's why he decided to slow down and leave it past everyone.
Discretion, the better part of valor for Logan Edwards.
Very smart.
And speaking of Logan Edwards, here are your rookie points. Logan Edwards has a 46-point lead over Liam O'Sullivan, who's currently a little bit higher in the order right now. This is a heck of a rookie class. Colin Heil, Christian Malcherik, and Christian not in the lineup tonight. Jonathan Cutlip, Ben Lawson, Toole, Frazier, Wilson, and Taylor. That is your top 10 in the rookie points. Here are your driver points, and let's get your driver leader. There he is. We got him on the screen behind the graphic. Adriano Pinero with 25 points over Logan Edwards. The rookie in second. Seb Alexander third. Trost in fourth. Hunter Ingrave in fifth. Tyler Fode sixth. Chad Frankenfeld in seventh. Brian Blauman eighth. Gavin Hibbs ninth. And Jordan Owens in 10th. That's after 3 races so far this season. Herrick around Trost, or at least keeping Trost at bay. Right in front, there's a battle for position. Lawson and Edwards. Lawson in that A.J. Foyt livery. 4 wins here for Super Tex, last being in 1981. And a very odd race that they had in 1981. Did you ever read about the 1981 Pocono 500?
I should be reading, but I don't know.
So that's a race that they didn't have enough cars to field a field, so they filled it also with the Silver Crown stock cars, or Silver Crown sprint cars. So you had Indy cars versus Silver Crown sprint cars for a 500-mile race. Something happened. Something happened to Jared Rexy, and everyone was bypassing him.
I'll let you know. In between, I thinking about it. How many laps they make pass all these guys? So.
I have to look up, see if I can find. Yeah, there was a disparity of equipment there. That is for sure.
It's crazy though. But look like in these times when you have the endurance with the slow and faster and GT and things, but in oval,
right?
Like
yeah.
Yeah, it's low, Rexing. I cannot find it. Why is maybe he have a content on the wall, but I cannot see in which part it is. But they don't have a draft in the. Yeah, they don't have a draft. I don't see any content.
29 cars started that race, by the way. Foyt won. Jeff Brabham finished second. Tom Bigelow finished third. George Schneider, I believe, got his best ever IndyCar finish, finishing fourth that day. It was a rain-shortened race. Only 3 cars finished on the lead lap.
So 81, you said?
81. Meanwhile, back up front, Frankenfeld is now joined by Liam O'Sullivan, who's worked his way around traffic and has now caught the leader.
Oh, it's the son of Jack Brabham.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's, and here's a pass for the lead. Liam O'Sullivan around, Chad in the turn 3, and down the front straightaway. And we have a new leader for our 500-mile race. It is Liam O'Sullivan, but not ready to give up the lead is Frankenfield. A little bit further back, we see battle for position. Trost taking a shot to the inside here of Jim Herrick. Can't quite get the draft to get on by as Herrick is in the draft. Here is Trost staying high. He's going to get a big run on Jim Herrick, and he's going to be on the high side. Herrick sees him, gives him room, and now a run and a race down the Long Pond straightaway coming into turn 2. Again, Trost staying high through Indianapolis. Typically, you can't go really any more than 2 wide through Indianapolis. Now we come into the Milwaukee turn. Turn 3 here at the Tricky Triangle. And Trost is on by. Trost now up to 16th spot. Started on the pole. Decided to come in a little bit early than everyone else and stopped on that lap 7 caution. Also not too far behind is Pinero in 21st position. And here's a battle between two guys that have a lot of starts in cars. Now, Weeks has a lot more starts in stock cars than Pinero does, but Pinero definitely has Weeks.
Oh, kind of the wall. Gabby Gibbs in the wall. Gabby Gibbs exit on the pit.
Gavin Hibbs struggling to bring a very damaged car back. And what happened?
He exit on the pit. I don't know. I see him coming out to the pits. He picked the car, but unfortunately he went to the apron.
He got the car repaired, and then he stayed on that very bumpy apron. But once you come up the speed, he hit the bump and nosed it into the inside wall there, and that just. If that didn't finish off the car before, it definitely finished off the car now. And that is that's a lot of frustration for him.
Yeah, he took like maybe 15 minutes to repair the car. And just for definitely retire the car now.
Frankenfield is your leader. He's joined by Liam O'Sullivan, the rookie in the series. Ryan Schold is now 3rd. Alexander 4th. Clindy 5th. Clindy is up 4 spots. Then we got Tyler Fody in 6th. Craig Forsyth up 8 spots. Remember, I called him a bit of a Pocono whisperer. He got the win over on the P1 channel in the ISRA finale here at Pocono a few weeks ago. Got the win there. So he is a bit of a Pocono expert. He is currently in 7th spot. 8th spot, Wagner. And then right behind him, Albrecht Taylor and Logan Edwards all drag racing for position. And right now we're going to go 3 wide down the front stretch into turn 1. This is a battle for 9th. Logan Edwards splits the middle. But he does not get the position. Taylor holds on. Now they're thinking about 3 wide going into 2. Kind of bold. Here comes Rexing. Rexing, remember, started up front. He was in row 2. He fell back. And now he's on the low side using that yellow line to help the car rotate through turn 3. And then right behind him is a Leighton Norgard.
Not 3 wide on the front.
Not in his normal. Here it is, 3 wide again, as now Schold goes to the front. Let's go back and watch that.
And 3 wide again. Oof.
And for some reason, a Leighton Norgard's livery is not loading in again. Liam a little outgunned here. We got 2 Little Eagle cars up at the front. Liam part of that Velocity Online Racing Altena Auto Sports squad. Then we got 2 Alliance members with Seb Alexander and Kyle Clinworth in 4th and 5th. Tyler Fody, part of that Lake Norman squad, but the only car in the lineup part of that Lake Norman squad right now. He does not have Ethan Stanley, which he did last week at Portland. Craig Forsyth has some wingmen in this race, but they're a little bit further behind him. He's in 7th. Wags in 8th. Matt Taylor 9th. Logan Edwards in 10th. Chris Albrecht, he started in the top 10. Remember, he started in row 2. He's down 6 spots right now, but keeping pace at the moment. A Leighton Norgard in 12th. Jared Rexing in 13th. Brandon Trost fighting his way back up through the field. He's in 14th. Lawson in 15th.
Talking about some history stat, Chad is on the front. Chad have in this track 2,700 miles, basically over the 1,000 laps in Pocono. In all of these 6 races, included today maybe gonna add more laps on the history stand in ERN. That's a lot of laps, though.
Yeah, and you got to think, there's only been, this is the 7th race here, right? So for him to get 2,000 miles, he's needed to complete 4 races at least, right? With every single lap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so, and Toole comes right up to the wall. We're watching this battle with Herrick and Toole a little bit further back. I think that's Heil and Frazier side by side coming down a Long Pond straight into turn 2.
The other one, I didn't count it because it's not here anymore from Science. Maybe 3 or 4 seasons ago, or maybe more, is Victor Del Porto. They have also 2,500 miles than Pocono.
What happened to Victor? I haven't seen him in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And Clindy now around Seb. Move Clindy, Indy Oval Series champion, up the 4th. This is our current Rookie of the Year from 2024A, or 2025A, excuse me. Going to be in this year, Gary. Come on now. And Clindy is now up the 4th. He's in 4th spot. Currently in a very tight battle for the Indy Oval Series championship again this season. He's about 10 points behind in 2nd spot now with 2 races to go.
There's a lot of people for the Pixel Series champion. I never see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people with 2 to go. We already have the drop weeks in the Pixel Series, the official series, with 5 people for the championship. For sure is the main one is Clendy and Sudik. Actually, Sudik wasn't here in the ERN before, so that's why we talking about him. Also, Pinheiro is a red close. Seb Alexander is also close because he's in the grid now, and also Taquila is around. Brandon throws 6, maybe 200, 300 points behind on the championship, but it is crazy how in one blink on 2 races or 3, everything is getting close for 2 to go. Oh, Chad is calling for pit now.
Whoa, big time off of corner number. Oh, come on, get Weeks. Weeks about just got his car into the wall. He went defensive to try to prevent a pass and went right down to the white line and bounced over some bumps. He almost lost control of the car. Chad Frankenfeld on pit road. Scheduled stop, first stop of the race for one of our leaders at lap 31. We do have expectations for stint length. You get 28 laps here at Pocono with no saving, 31 with probably a light save, 34 with a max save, 33 is required to cut a stop out. So a lot of people are saying 34, 35 laps maybe. And Chad is done.
Yeah, if you're on the front, you don't lose the lap, but you're really close to losing. Now the guys is all the field is in turn 1 now. Chad is going to turn 2. Leah Sullivan is calling on.
We have Toole and Weeks on pit road. Scheduled stops for these 2 drivers. Weeks, 1 500-mile win under his, and Weeks just withdrawals.
Yeah, retire the car. DNF. Trost is DC.
Trost has DC'd. He is out. Our pole sitter.
Oh, no.
Seb Alexander now moving up a spot as Liam O'Sullivan comes to pit road. A.J. Hobson on pit road. If I can get the camera on him. There he is, A.J. Hobson.
Taylor coming now. Logan Edwards coming now. It should be Clendy next time by. Maybe Alexander 40. Forsyth, Wagner also too. There's a lot of people coming soon. But for now, it's Schultz coming now.
Foti coming in for sure. And Taylor catches Foti, and he closed the gap on him coming to pit road. Scheduled stop, first stop of the race for these drivers. 8 sets of tires that they have in the pit. Actually, 9 sets of tires, 1 on the car and 8 in the pits. Pit road speed limit is 55 miles per hour. No fast repairs. We're doing 200 laps, 500 miles tonight. First leg of the Triple Crown. Sam Alexander coming to pit road, so he goes a little bit deeper than a lot of other drivers. But Clindy's staying out. Clindy's going the deepest right now. He's 35 laps. Forsythe 35 laps. Pinero. Remember, Pinero topped off on lap 7, so he has stayed out and moved up in the order. He is now 3rd on the racetrack.
Oh, this is dangerous. Ben Lapson. Clindy is coming now. Next time by. Forza is coming now, but it's kind of dangerous because Hobson have new tires, and in between the lap
they're just
down
letting him go. Yeah, they're
it's-
just letting him go on the high side. And here comes Clindy. Here comes Forsythe. Clindy locks up the left front coming to the cone, but he gets it under the speed limit. And now they will all have to navigate at 55 miles per hour down this very long pit road, the longest pit road in all of IndyCar racing, right here at Pocono. It's a very uneven pit road, too. It's hilly. You don't see that. We'll have to show you some in-cars. And we watch Clindy get down and away. Now Pinero is going to pick up the lead, and he has at least 7 laps on everybody. Maybe a little bit more, depending on if he's managed to save any fuel.
And it's 5 seconds
Ahead of Smith.
over. Yes.
Now Smith, he stopped on lap 7. Andrew Wood stopped on lap 7. In fact, everybody you see in the top 12 stopped on lap 7. Brian Blauman, it can actually go deeper because he stopped again to top off.
Yeah,
And he stopped at lap 9. Seb Alexander goes purple that time.
14.9.
And then Frankenfield, once all these drivers come to pit road, Frankenfield will resume the lead as he now has a little bit of a cushion over O'Sullivan right now. There you see that picture. And here
So for Pinero, he needs to stay close to Tool.
Yep.
Maybe save one more lap or something like that. But it is really interesting, all of these 2 different strategies you have here.
And we're riding with Pinero. Pinero is 1 second behind Tool, so he is getting used to the draft and saving a little bit of fuel. He is, but that also is a dual-edged sword there because he is getting aero wash through the corner. So you see, drop the 4th gear and turn 1 there down the long pond straight. He's now still within that 1 second of Tool. Down the long pond straight into Indianapolis here, 2:19 at the trap. Now 9/10 to Tool, getting closer. Drops back to 4th gear, uses those rumble strips and that yellow line to help the car rotate through turn 3. Staying on the very bottom, 40 laps into this thing now, 100 miles. There's a car coming off a pit road to the inside. That is Andrew Wood.
Also, I see Matt Taylor exit on the pit too. So, oh no,
We'll ride with Pinero here. Our defending winner from this race a season ago. And I think he's coming to pit road right now. Now. We'll watch this uneven pit road. He needs to get slowed down by the cones here. Oh! He got there. But look, and because he started in the back, he's got one of the first spots. So he goes up on the jacks. They're going to give him a new tank of fuel, new set of tires. No compound changes in oval races here in IndyCar racing. Down and away, seeing other cars coming to pit road around him. That in front of him, that is Ingrave. There's Blauman coming to pit road right there. See how uneven this pit road is now? He can come off the button at these green cones. And he's back underway. A little bit of a breathe of the throttle there. Currently riding with our two-time, last two seasons, two-time reigning and defending champion, three-time overall. Hunter Ingrave on pit road. Hunter Ingrave, I think, was one of the deepest. There's your weather conditions, 121 degrees. Not a cool one out there.
But not too really hot. Like I was seeing and this track before, always is kind of hot and difficult. Yeah, Hunter Ingrave, we have 2 or 3 laps over. So he have that margin for all of this guy. Blauman,
yeah, on pit road. That's a scheduled stop. And a little bit behind the battle for the lead there. There's Clindy and Fody side by side going to the one. Fody falls behind Clindy. Clindy now up the 5th. And check out Logan Edwards on Forsyth. He is all over the attenuator. Thought about taking a pass. Forsyth defensive going to Indianapolis. Keeps the position. So all the first round of pit stops officially now are done. If you enjoy ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash like and click the bell so you don't miss out on future ERN broadcasts. Hey, in December, ERN becomes one of the primetime home for Today at the 500, sponsored by Oil and Gas Safety Supply, your nightly destination for all the action leading up to the prestigious PRI Hoosier 500. The last kiss of the bricks for 2025 starts here. We're going to have 3 broadcast nights. The first night, Fast Friday, and the last day of practice for the PRI Hoosier 500 right here on the Elite Racing Network. It'll be me and Luis Gonzalez-Nunez watching that action. So pucker up, don't miss a second of the action. Like, share, subscribe, and stay locked in. And we will see you in December for practice leading up to the PRI Hoosier 500. And speaking of the PRI Hoosier 500, there is Ryan Schold with that PRI sponsorship.
And 114 days to go. Christmas.
Yeah.
Sinatra song. What else? Yeah.
It is Frankenfield, Schold, O'Sullivan, Alexander, and Clendy. Now I think it's a good time to take a little bit of a side-by-side break, get a word in from iRacing and Worldwide Technology Raceway. We're still in the early stages here of the P1 500 from Pocono Raceway. Your leader, Chad Frankenfeld. Ryan Schold is second. Liam O'Sullivan is third. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year. Since 2010, race fans have had one burning question. When will the Xfinity Series return to Worldwide Technology Raceway? You asked, NASCAR delivered. On Saturday, September 6, 2025, the magic is back. We're going to introduce you to a new crop of future champions and Hall of Famers, and we'll create more of the greatest moments in racing history. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
And we're back, and we saw a retirement. Leighton Norgard had the punch out, but now we're watching Pinheiro kind of come up through the field along with Logan Edwards, riding with Seb Alexander right now as Seb gets the pass of Liam and moves himself up to third.
Oh, you waited for say something or no? Because I say something about the...
Go ahead. Say whatever you want. We are live.
Oh, no, I thought you... No, I just watching Pinheiro is getting close, too close. Actually, really close to the wall in turn one. I think that this is the favorite line to him, because everyone is going... For example, now he changed it. He's going to the first line because
we've seen him take
Wagner
different lines. We've seen him take a lot of different lines through this place. We've seen him make that late entry, very high against the wall, late entry, and then we've also seen him in the Oval Series. We've seen him kind of dive down to the bottom, and we saw kind of a bit of an unorthodox line for him where he would come down the front stretch and then fade to the middle, and then he would do a shallow entry in the turn one. We've seen him, he definitely plays with different lines through this on this race course, doesn't he?
It's all depend on the guy on the front, and it's all depend what kind of thing is do at the front. For example, Wagner is going high, so he needs to going down. And then at some point Wagner said, "Oh, I'm gonna go low because Forza is going high." And then Pinheiro is going to have to decide, okay, where am I going? Okay, I'm going middle. So all it depends about the guy on front, but sometimes if I Wagner, I try to watching Pinheiro where he's going because he's getting close now.
And Liam O'Sullivan back another position. Clendy up to fourth now. I remember I was in the league's still around, but I don't think they have an IndyCar series. But I was in a league here, and they were all still kind of learning the car and learning this track, but I had a handful of races underneath my belt, and I remember, and it was a full 500-mile race, and I was coming up through the field, and I got up to the admin, and the admin was doing a good job at holding me off, and I did a very similar type of move that Pinheiro was doing, was going high and staying high through turn one, and I finally passed him, and he got on the radio, and he goes, "You sneaky little one, huh?" He did not expect me to take that shot on the outside, and I was like, yeah, well, you give me where the clean air is, and I'm going to take it. I cleaned up that comment a little bit. It was all in good. It was all in good fun. But if you've ever seen Johnny Dangerously, that movie, you fargin' sneaky bastards. Well, that's kind of what he called me. Yeah.
It is sometimes. I've been in leagues. They already started, and now it's kind of big leagues now because they have a lot of years in the around. But the first race is kind of awkward. It's like what kind of thing I have to do to try to help or try to don't show my stuff to the other ones. And that, yeah, it's kind of like learn, but also have fun with people who don't know. And then you realize after a couple seasons, maybe 2 or 3 or 5 years later, these guys battle from the front. Like I remember Nick Sudik. I remember him when I fighted for the championship in the official series. I saw him with 2K, and now the guy have like a 5 or 6Ks. He's
fighting for he's fighting for the Oval Series championship. He almost won the Open Series championship last season.
Yeah, and it's crazy because he always. I mentioned him, and he said, "I cannot believe it. You still remember that." For sure, I remember the names. I remember people. And I remember you. I remember the last race on the season was in New Hampshire. I raced 20 races that week, sorry. And I just enjoy it because I released all this pressure about the fighting with Henry Bennett at that time. I want to just enjoy the races. So I did. I found him for maybe half all that races I did for that week. I just kind of think you remember when you found that people or that league with all that names, and then you realize there's this guy racing with me a long time ago and was like a rookie, and now look at that.
Watching a battle here between Andrew Wood, the Catalyst, and Ben Lawson in the A.J. Foyt livery. Joining this battle right here is Jimmy Herrick in the number 44. This is a battle for 14th position. Andrew Wood up 20 spots, and he would be your biggest gainer of the day. But, Lewis, your biggest gainer today is?
Adriano Piñeiro.
To nobody's surprise. Up 26 spots to P7.
But if he win or finish in the top 3, it cannot be the driver of the day because he already have that gift to be in the podium.
Meanwhile, up front, Frankenfield is your leader. Ryan Schultz is second. Seb Alexander's third. That's kind of calmed down a little bit up there. That's we'll check out that battle up front here from the drone cam. I really think that the Little Eagle drivers up front here between Frankenfield and Schultz are kind of working together here. Although doesn't really seem Schultz is willing and wanting to run down Chad at this point, just willing to stay with him. But he's getting a big run here going into turn 3. 2 different lines through turns 3 here. You can see right down in the cockpit there, you can see the wheels turning, their hands turning down the longest straightaway in all of IndyCar racing right here at Pocono. Seb Alexander, there he is. He is in third. He's up. Actually, he's down a spot. He started on the front row. He is currently started second. Currently is third. Clindy up 5 spots.
Chad's coming now.
Chad coming to pit road this time. 28 laps. 29 coming to 29 for his second scheduled stop. And so these coming to pit road here is not easy to do. And we're going to watch it from his point of view. Coming around this corner, and you got to woe it down, and you don't have any buffer, really. This is your buffer to slow everything down because there are the cones right there.
Yeah, especially if you don't listen coming into the pit and the guys start to follow you for inside. It's like, oh, my God. So at least they have somebody here, or we have a group of 5 or 6 people, and nobody listen to you. Oh, that's worse.
Coming down to his marks, up on the jacks, new set of tires for the Little Eagle driver and former Indy 500 winner, former winner here at the Pocono 500. Down and away, off the button, after the cones, and coming up to speed. He has himself pretty much a clean racetrack back to Schold now. So it took about a lap, and he is out all by himself. So that's not going to help his fuel mileage much.
Yeah, until Schultz, Alexander, all these guys coming in maybe 5 or 6 laps, regroup again and start to save fuel. But it's like a 6 or 7 laps burn the fuel.
Brendan Trost is checking in from the infield care center, and he says, well, that's what happens when you boot a PC for the first time in 2 weeks. Looks like maybe Windows updates got him or something. I don't know. You gotta give before you do a big race like this, you gotta give your PC some bake-in time. And we expect these next 2 cars on the racetrack to come to pit road any time now. They went, actually Chad, first time around, he's went 29 laps. So he's did 29 again. I think he went 28 laps and did 29 again. Ryan Scholl did 34 last time. He's at 28 now, but that included caution time. Same thing for Seb Alexander. He went 35. He's at 27. Clendy did 36. He's at 27. Liam O'Sullivan did 33. He's at 30 now. I'm wondering if Liam O'Sullivan fell back a little bit to save some fuel. And here is Forsyth, and Pinero now up to 6th.
Actually, O'Sullivan is coming now. I think, yeah, it's coming now. Somebody say something. Fourier is coming now too.
Liam O'Sullivan coming to pit
O'Sullivan's
road
coming
now.
now.
We saw Fody coming low off the corner there. So 2 cars among our leaders are on pit road, scheduled stops. Lawson on pit road as well.
I think Schur is coming now too.
See the uneven pit road there? Oh, just missed his marks a little bit for Liam. That might cost him a position. Nope. He got back quickly, down and away for the Altena Auto Sport driver. Meanwhile, back up front. Go ahead.
The thing is, you lose a position, but the thing don't lose the gap with the car you have in front, because when you're coming out, you thinking about it. Maybe I'm gonna be next to Clendy, next to Forsyth, but if you're missing that and then you're for 2 seconds behind all that, it's not good actually.
Seb Alexander now your leader, and he puts Fody a lap down. And
it's coming now with Clendy, Wagner, Forsyth. Yep. Yeah, it's coming everyone.
See it coming down the pit road. Trying to slow down, get the car down to 55 miles per hour at the cone. Here comes Forsyth. Forsyth stays out. Clendy coming to pit road. Yeah, Wags coming to pit road.
Yeah, Bort, they're coming in.
Hey, the Pocono 500 and the Triple Crown Challenge is brought to you by P1 Broadcasting. P1 Broadcasting is an esports broadcaster that delivers top-tier sim racing coverage on iRacing with, well, I guess you want to call it semi-pro commentary, but definitely immersive graphics with thrilling race action. To learn more about P1 or request a quote for your iRacing league, check out their social media links. P1 can be found on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and on Linktree. And you should be able to find all of their links in the description of today's broadcast.
We do our best.
Yeah, we do our that should be our motto. We do our best.
and I think we do very well, actually, to be honest.
And O'Sullivan gets around Clendy as Clendy's coming up to speed off of pit road. Jared Rexing on pit road, second stop for him. Craig Forsyth going really long, and he is right behind Chris Albrecht, and he is getting maximum fuel save back there. Forsyth now 31 laps into his stint, went 36 last time. He's definitely going to cut a stop off here at the end, I'm willing to bet. Here he gets a run on Albrecht and gets a shot to the inside. Pinheiro now currently second on the racetrack. There he is, just underneath Jimmy Herrick. Andrew Wood, the catalyst, he is in third. A little ways back as we are showing gaps between cars right now in the timing tree. Here's your intervals behind the leader as Pinheiro is now 7/10 behind Forsyth. Forsyth coming to pit road this time by...
Oh, my God.
Oh, that was close.
Oh,
and now Pinheiro picks up the lead. And now we've kind of entered the danger zone of when, if a caution comes out, this is going to really trap a lot of people down a lap. Pinheiro, Forsyth on pit road, Wood on pit road. Jordan Owens now cycles the second. Hunter Smith, his teammate, cycles the third. Trey Holmes very quietly works his way up the fourth. Justin Vandermarl up. Check this out. Check out these positions of everybody up at the front. Here comes, nope, I thought that we might saw. Do I have a positions improved? No, I do not. But Pinheiro, your leader, up 32 spots. Jordan Owens up 12 spots. Hunter Smith in third, up 15 spots. Trey Holmes up in fourth, up 25 spots. Justin Vandermarl in fifth, up 26 spots. Brian Blauman in sixth, up 30 spots. Now Hunter Ingrave, he says he's only up 4 spots. He started in 10th. I think he went back to the back and saved. He was among one of the early stoppers, actually. So he is. That's why he is showing not as many spots gained, but he is going for distance, not for maximum distance. Fuel economy.
Or maybe copy some strategy for some of the. I don't know. Sometimes you're thinking about it. Oh, if I copy the other guy, could be a good strategy. Yeah, maybe it's that because if you're on the front.
I did that. Someone would say, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I would just say, "Whatever Alex Van de Sant's doing." That's what I would do.
Yeah, exactly. But it's like it is true, but I don't know. I don't want to say, oh, he copied with Pinheiro because it's different laps. Actually, he is 2 laps down, like a 2 laps. He came 2 laps after Pinheiro came in, so different thing, but almost the same. They should be coming now, all this group also too. So he's ready. Jordan Owens in pits now.
Your leader is Pinheiro. Trey Holmes now second. Trey Holmes 16 seconds behind Pinheiro. Vandermarl just behind that battle right there. And Hunter Ingrave now up to fourth. And again, if the caution comes out, these guys are going to catch a lot of drivers a lap down. Here comes Hunter Ingrave, who finished second place in our last race at Portland, is coming to pit road. Scheduled stop for the youngin'. Pinheiro still on the racetrack right now, though. He is 32 laps into his stint. He went 35 last time. That included caution laps. Actually did not include caution laps. That's he came in for the caution. So can he do another 35 here? And that would bring him closer in the neighborhood of 75 plus, which he is now in that neighborhood right now.
Yeah, it's gonna be maybe we cannot take it off the calculator and start to do the numbers then there, because I think after 100 laps we can do it and see who's gonna be short. Who's gonna be on extra fuel in the end?
Blauman on pit road. Scheduled stop for him. Heil on pit road.
28.
Heil on pit road. Yep, he's got his scheduled stop, and he goes to the inside wall and misses his marks. He needs to back up and realign, and that is going to be costly for him on pit road. Pinheiro, pit road, our leader. He is up on the jacks. This is a scheduled stop for Pinheiro. Down and away. And this is interesting. Normally in these 500-mile races, Pinheiro is kind of at the disadvantage of the fuel strategy because he's up front. Now he decided to, because he was so far in the back, to take that early caution to top off and put him off strategy a little bit. Is that going to possibly come back and help him versus come back and haunt him?
And he exit. Wow, that's dangerous. He exit on 7. He make the pass on Wagner.
Yeah, and he's right around everybody else. He's right around Clindy in 6th, Forsyth in 5th. Liam O'Sullivan leading that group. He's in 4th. So yeah, if he gets a head full of steam with those fresh tires, which look at that just in turn 2 alone, the little bit of a gap he put on Wags. Wags has been out there for 9 laps on those tires. And look at what he gains on Clindy going through turn 3.
I think the best for Pinheiro is stay behind the Clindy and just save fuel for making another 35. And who knows, maybe just make it one short stop and some of the things he need to do to maybe getting a little bit short, or maybe cut the time with the Frankenfeld and Schultz.
So now with the pit stop stint over, if you're just joining us, this is ERN's coverage of the Warriors of Peace IndyCar Series. This is the 7th running of the P1 500, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7th running. No repeat winners ever. Stouffer won in 2019. Frankenfield 2020B. Henry Bennett in 2021B, Malechka in 2023, Brophy in 2024A, Pinheiro in 2024B. This is the 7th running of the P1 500 coming to you from Pocono Raceway. We've completed now 78 of 200 laps. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel so don't miss out on the next race. The next time you see us will be right here next week, August 28th for the Texas Twin 275 doubleheader, first ever doubleheader in IndyCar racing on the Elite Racing Network. From Texas Motor Speedway, coverage starts right here at 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. You don't want to miss it. Throwback liveries, and here is our points leader against our Rookie of the Year champion from last year. And they have caught O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan has fallen back behind Craig Forsyth. This ultimately is a battle for 4th.
So I made a calculation. So Pinheiro coming in with 125 to go. So the next one could be 19 to go. I counted to go, sorry. If you're going to count in with laps, I don't know. But 19 to go. And then this is the dilemma for him. They're going to be short for 55. So maybe he can cut that 55 to go in 2 and going 25 to the end. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah, he can do it. The thing is, Don, this is the thing. This is the, I don't know, maybe the people have a rule. Some people like that stuff. But don't go when you have a 10 to go or 5 to go or no less than 15 to go, because it's the, sometimes you want to attack and the tire is taking at least 5 laps getting worn, like a 100% worn, to make the 10 laps to attack. So that's this is the rules I have in my mind always. Don't go 10 to go, 50 to go, because it's not nice to make maybe make a pass, or maybe some strategy, or prepare the pass, or take a time.
Watching this battle for 9th between Fody and, Fody stayed high and kind of put a kibosh on Logan Edwards' run. That's going to allow Matt Taylor with a shot to the inside. Taylor had to roll out of it. This is behind Edwards. Just behind. Oh, big roll out of the throttle on the high side for Edwards. And I think he just lets Matt go there. That is, I believe, the entire group of cars all the way up to P4 right there all together. Boom, 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 boom. And my telestrator is broken right now, so I can't mark any of this. So I can't play. I can't do John Madden right now. I can't mark on the screen. I had it fixed, and then I forgot how I fixed it. So look at the different lines through turns one here. Got cars high, cars low, cars in the middle.
Okay, so for Shaq and include all of these guys with 16 laps, 13 laps, 18 with 40 over there, they going the same. So everyone is going the same. Just 7 laps or 8 laps different between each other. But both of them, they have to divide it into the last stint. So everyone is going short for 15 laps. If it's going like a 34 or 29 or something like that, it's not going exactly like you expected to be to the end. So everyone have to cut in half the last 60 or 50 laps, or 55 in its case, to go to the end. That could be 26 and 26 to go. So yeah, it should be short stop. But if you want to make it like I used to do it, make the short stop in now to getting close, that's much better to the end, to do it in the end of the stint.
Rev up your marketing with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, you can click on their link in the description. I want to thank them for sponsoring the Elite Racing League once again this year. The URL's IndyCar Series is proudly sponsored by Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is an Indianapolis-based non-profit organization working to end violence and inspire peaceful change. Founded in memory of Jack Shockley to support youth through scholarships, mentoring, and community programs. To learn more or to support their mission, visit their webpage at warriors4peace.org. Or follow one of their socials today. Just click that webpage and you can follow all their socials right there. All the links you need are in the description. And we want to thank Warriors for Peace for their continued support of this signature series. And let's reset the field. Frankenfield is your leader. Right behind him, actually not on the racetrack directly behind him. They do have 3 Little Eagle cars kind of working together here. That is Colin Heil. He is currently first car 1 lap down in 31st position after having a pretty bad pit stop last time for his last scheduled stop. Ryan Scholl, that red, white, and black car, currently is second. He's been second for most of this race, and he has just been a shadow to Frankenfield all race long as Scholl goes to the bottom and gets underneath Colin. Seb Alexander, a distance third behind, as he is all alone through turn 1 down the Long Pond Straight. In fact, Seb is 3 seconds behind Ryan and 4 seconds in front of Liam O'Sullivan, and that is that blue car leading that train of cars all the way back to P13. This is Liam O'Sullivan in 4th, Craig Forsyth in 5th, Clindy in 6th, Panero in 7th, Wagner in 8th, Tyler Fode in 9th, Matt Taylor in 10th, Logan Edwards in 11th, Jared Rexing in 12th, and Chris Albrecht in 13th. That is an entire line of cars all fighting for position one after another. Then we go back a little ways to 14th, and there we see Jimmy Herrick riding the high line through turn 3. as he is trying to hold off A.J. Hobson, who's going to take a bead on the inside, going in the one, and right behind this battle is the Catalyst. Andrew Wood in 16th spot.
That's coming now.
Chad, scheduled stop for Chad. He is coming 28 to 29 again, so he is being consistent at least on his. Here we see long shot of pit road here. He is being very consistent. On how he's coming to pit road.
Still shot for the win, actually.
You still got him forecasted for the win?
I think he's have a shot because he is the last one to come in. I don't know. We still like who knows? You know who's Pocono is, so it's like always something happen. 50 to go. The people getting wake up. This showtime, and then yellow, and 10 to go. Another one, and then we have this final shoot in the last 5 or 6 to go, and get excited race. Oh.
And that turns the lead over the shoulder here. We'll get back down to ground level. And right behind this battles are waiting for more cars to come to pit road as the next stint and the next round of pit stops is currently underway with the leader coming to pit road first. We expect to see Ryan Schuld come to pit road about any time. He is now 26 laps into his stint. He came last time at lap 31. In fact, a lot of cars. The floodgates really started to open at lap 31. Of a stint. Frankenfeld, purple lap, 2:15.8. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I for the chat, the fastest lap.
Yeah, that's when you want to do it. Coming out of the pits with fresh tires. And the thing is, he's doing that without the aid of the draft. Well, he's got a little bit of an aid of the draft. He's got Camargo a second ahead of him, so he is getting a little bit of a pull there.
Sullivan's coming pit now. Where? There. He called the pits. Already announced to Forza is coming now. With 28, 29 on pit.
Sullivan coming to pit road. He went 31 last time, only went 28 this time, so used more fuel. So he is falling behind in the mileage category as we see Toole on pit road as well. Schuld going long, and that's the benefit of what Schuld was doing. I mean, he was following Heil, he was following Chad, and just getting extra fuel mileage, and this might play into his hands if he can go longer than everyone else. He is now coming to lap 29 of this stint. Seb Alexander at lap 28. Seb went 31 last time. Craig Forsyth at 25 laps into his current stint. He went 33 last time. There he is. And I noticed that Clindy has kind of held his station as well. He is not really budging. Watch Clindy get right up. Let's ride with Clindy, actually. We could probably listen to Clindy. I think Clindy is actually backing off and just choosing not to pass. So he's going to get a big run down the straight. And watch this. Watch this. Do we hear him lift? No, not really, but He goes to fourth gear, but he stays in the draft the whole way. I figured he might go to sixth gear if he wanted to try to save a little bit more fuel, but he's really a master at this, so I'm not going to question him.
Don't let me see the wheel, because I don't want to say something. It's like no, it's not like this. So the wheel have this mark on the top. If you leave it, that wheel make the loose stuff.
Yeah.
You're burning fuel over there. So
yeah, he is in the blue.
He's
in the blue for sure. Yeah.
And always in Indianapolis, it's like if you wanna don't burn it too much fuel, don't go in that blue. Try to go in down on that. So that's one of the first thing. The other one is lifting. The other one is max fuel. It's a lot of stuff in the ER18 now.
Fody Edwards on pit road, riding with Pinero. Pinero big lift going into 3.
The guy is going. Burn the tires behind O'Clendy. I already saw it. Close to the wall. Save the wall. Save it. Close to the wall. Also, net code close to the wall. I can hear it when it's make the cracks in the wall, but it's just net code. But it's making a lot of effort to getting close on Clendy and save it all that fuel to go maybe 36. Who knows? Or more than that.
Yeah, big lift for him at 3. He's saving quite a bit of fuel, I think. This is a 2.5-mile oval, same size as Indianapolis. Not the same configuration, though. 3 corners. Kind of like it is a it is a triangle.
It is. You burn too much fuel here. It's worse than Indianapolis. Indianapolis, at least you can lift in and turn 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and save a fuel behind somebody. But here it's like it's not. You burn the fuel anyway.
Yeah. 2 lifts here for Pinero. Lifted in 2, lifted in 3. He's not lifted in 1. Seeing a bunch of people coming to pit road, still making their rounds of pit stops. Matty Wags on pit road. I think we got Jared Rexine just came off of pit road. Blake Frazier coming off of pit road. Scheduled stop for Blake. So now Craig Forsyth has picked up the lead. He's 30 laps into his stint. We expect to see him come to pit road anytime. Clendy has gone longer than his last stint. Clendy went 30 laps his last stint. He's at 33. So Clendy is making some fuel.
It's coming now, actually. With Forsyth. Fast. Clear.
And we've seen Craig get nabbed by the cops.
And Taylor on behind.
And Taylor coming to pit road as well. So 3 guys very used to coming to pit road at high speeds, get on pit road very safely, and that turns the lead over at the halfway point. 250 miles plus now into this race. And Pinero has gone from 33rd to first in this race. And is currently our leader again. With Clendy, Forsyth, Taylor, and Wood all on pit road.
Mm-hmm. Seb Alexander already did the stop. So it's good to go for another 20-something laps.
There is Seb right there.
29 did that last time.
The man in black. Currently having himself a really good season here in the Elite Racing League. Once again, here are the driver points coming into today's event. Seb Alexander is 3rd. Hunter Ingrave might actually pass Brandon Trost. Brandon Trost had a DC, unfortunately, equipment failure. I think pretty much Windows updates might have gotten him there, but he is out for the day, and that's going to give an opportunity to Hunter Ingrave, who is currently in 8th. To pass Brandon Trost. Tyler Fody in 6th, Frankenfield in 7th, Blauman 8th, Gibbs. Gavin Hibbs, he's had himself a bad race. He's retired already. He's going to be classified in 35th position. He is out in ninth position. He's ninth in the standings, but out of the race in 35th. That's what I'm trying to say. And Jordan Owens, he is having himself a decent race right now. He's on pit road. There he is. We'll get the camera on him. Get the stat off the screen here. And here he is on pit road. He is 10th in points, having himself a good season to start. And once again, here is your IndyCar schedule for the remainder of the season. Coming into today's race, we have the Texas doubleheader next week. The twin 275s. Then we go to Road America for a second road course race of the year. Nashville Superspeedway, Mid-Ohio. It isn't Mid-America. Mid-Ohio for our third road course race of the season. And then we start the run-up to the Indianapolis 500 with qualifications and everything leading up to the big race day on October 16th. Then we go to Mexico City right now. That is still tentative. We do not officially have that track yet in the sim. But if it is getting added, we will go to Mexico City on the 30th. Then we'll go to Michigan for the most grueling 500-mile race of them all, the P1 US 500 at Michigan. And then we will wrap up, of course, at Worldwide Technology Raceway in November 13th. Back up front, Adriano Pinero is your leader. He went 34 laps last time at 29 this time.
It's all, it's a lot of indication Mexico City is gonna be on iRacing soon, because it's already a picture of the grada, of the grandstand. Sorry, the grandstand and the Photosol, with for iRacing, so it should be coming soon.
And also, isn't I think Miami is still slated to come too?
Yes, I know.
Trey Holmes pit road, Vandermarl on pit road, Richie Hearn on pit road, Hunter Ingrave on pit road.
iRacing want to buy Formula One stuff.
Oh, is that new?
Because Miami is a Formula One. I don't know.
It is a Formula One. Yeah, it is a Formula One track. But I mean, Spa is, Monza is. We have those. Oh, Hunter Ingrave just flashed out. Did he just DC or did he?
I don't see it in there. Oh, it's DC. I don't see it. He said pitted in and disappeared. Oh, he parked. Gone.
So that's not going to help Hunter Ingrave in the race to pass Brendan Trost very much in the championship standing. So that's going to open up some doors for maybe some people to step into the top 10. Brian Blauman on pit road, scheduled stop. He's coming off.
I read talking about different thing. I read a car on the wall. Is Collins in turn 1?
Heil in the wall.
Yeah.
And he is trying to get to the bottom of the racetrack, and he's dead stick. He is dead stick. He is 32 laps into his stint. He might be he's out of fuel. He ran the thing out of fuel.
Oh my God.
And this is going to be a long roll back, because after turn 2, he has a pretty good size straightaway here just to get to the inside of turn 3, and I don't think he's going to get there. He is, let's check the driver inputs. He's at 55 miles an hour. I don't think he's going to get to pit road. He might just have to park it in tow.
But if he's parking over there and tow...
Now, there is an access. There's an access road here to turn 3, the inside of turn 3. Oh. So if he does have to come to a stop, he should not bring out the caution here. But as you hear, no engine noise. He's got the clutch in. It is in neutral. 40 miles an hour, painful crawl. This is what happens when you run out of fuel here at Pocono.
Well, I read Piñero's in pit, actually. Is in pit? Yes, yes.
Scheduled stop. Pinero, lap 109. So he comes
33.
in at 33, 1 lap shorter than he did last time. So we expect him then for the next stop to be in the 140s. Caution on the racetrack.
Yellow.
Is that because?
Adriano can lead.
Is that because of Colin?
It cannot be that. Oh, he parking in the entry of the pits.
Yeah, I think. Let's fast forward. He might have just stopped after the yeah, he probably should have stopped. We're going to fast forward through this. He probably should have stopped either right here or on the access road, but he made it through the access road, and I think he stops after the access road. And even though he comes down there off,
Come on.
I think that brought out the caution.
It's just.
I think I would have stopped someplace else on the racetrack to be out of everyone's way and then towed, but that brings out the caution, and that changes things up because Pinero then comes to pit road and comes out as he comes in the pit road as your leader, but comes out in 4th spot now, and those in front of him are all going to come to pit road probably. I mean, Frankenfield is 20 laps in. He's definitely coming to pit road. Scholl 13. He might stay out. Seb Alexander might stay out, but Pinero for sure is staying out. He just came to pit road. I suspect O'Sullivan will come to pit road. Tyler Fode will come to pit road. So we'll see.
Coming to pit road.
Yeah, Chad kind of just at 20 laps. Is in that no man's land. I wonder if Forsyth comes to pit road. No, he's coming to pit road. So Pinero, he just going to pick up the lead.
Lol.
And Andrew Wood, he stays out. He's going to cycle the 2nd. Jordan Owens cycles the 3rd. Trey Holmes is going to cycle the 4th. Justin Vandermarl is going to cycle the 5th. And his teammate right behind, a bunch of Little Eagle guys cycled up to the front here. Owens, Vandermarl, and Smith. Richie Hearn now in 7th. Blauman in 8th. Chad's coming out of 9th with that next group of drivers. So Blauman is at 4 laps old tires. Hearn at 5. Hunter Smith at 8. Vandermarl at 5, Holmes at 5, Owens at 5, Wood with the oldest tires, 10-lap old, in 2nd spot, and Pinero, I don't even think got his tires up to speed. So basically, his tires are fresh.
He just came out when actually the jacks released when they came out the yellow, so he have a new tire. He just didn't use it. So it's good to go. The thing is, it's gonna be heavy fuel for him. It's not gonna be heavy fuel for him, but with this 7 minutes of heavy fuel, he can maybe, let's see why he can do it. 35. Still, maybe he can do the 2-stop. He can do 2-stop actually. Yeah, he can do 2-stop for 30. So the next time by have 260 to go, and the last one 30 to go, and he can finish the race like that. He don't need to cut in half, nothing.
As the leaders pass the pace car, but the pace car catches back up to them. So no Jacques Villeneuve penalties here for passing the pace car. But we are under caution. And you know what? Because the cautions are so long here, this is an excellent opportunity to get us in a good side-by-side here for iRacing and Worldwide Technology Raceway. We'll be right back.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Just when you thought the racing couldn't get any more intense, now every single lap matters. One wrong move could be the difference between elimination and being crowned the king. The Enjoy Illinois 300, the Confluence Music Festival, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, and for the first time in 15 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Saturday, September 6th. Don't be on the outside looking in. See history being made in your own backyard. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
And we're back just in time. We're going green next time by. Pinero is your leader. Andrew Wood second, Jordan Owens third, Trey Holmes fourth, Justin Vandermeer in fifth. Green flag in the air, lap 114 back underway here for the P1 500 at Pocono Raceway. Field spreads.
Oh, we have a cat and contact on the back. Collins again.
Oh, and we got damage. We got damage with Kidda. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe we can go back and see. We're still green flag, and I got to go back a little bit further. And I think it's Colin Heil. Yeah, he's just having a bad day right now. And, well, what happens is Kidda got a bit of a run on Lawson. Okay, so Camargo gets into the back of Heil. Heil gets in the back of Kidda. So a little bit of an accordion action at the tail end of the field.
And Collins went straight with full
and
speed.
We're back under caution. We're back under caution. They took us back to caution. That might have been an admin thrown caution. And that,
no. It's because Collins went with the back wing damage and take the turn one.
Oh, and he's spinning again here in turn.
Yeah.
So we are now under caution. I didn't hear the caution fall, but we are back under caution here at lap 115. So let's go back and watch this again. Let's go back a little bit further and then just watch it at full speed. Yeah, you see it right in front. Yeah, there it is. I think Colin didn't know he had as much damage as he did. Oh, yeah, there it is. Oh, yeah, snap loose. Kidda's probably thankful of that. Kidda can get him to pit road. and
get
yeah, he can get that rear wing replaced at least. I don't know what other damage might have been done to him. Same thing with Camargo. So there they come to pit road right now. So anybody else coming to pit road a little bit further on back? A little strategy maybe? Pocock. Mikola Jack. And again, I hope I'm saying that wrong, Paul. I'm very, very sorry. I might just call Paul here, the 77, just Paul right now. Paul, I am Polish by blood, but apparently that just hasn't reached my tongue, and so much of the Slavic languages kind of escape me. So I will be in contact with you on how to say your last name. But he is on pit road. He's on pit road right now, and Edson Toole also on pit road. Go ahead.
You remember the Hypercars league we did on last year?
Yes.
With all of these German, French pronunciation, it's like, oh my god. Yeah.
I'm pretty good with the German. I can get the umlauts and stuff like that pretty good. Essets and that type of stuff. I know what those mean. But French, a little bit of a struggle. Slavic, a lot of struggle. And you start throwing a lot of vowels and consonants in there, and it becomes my central Indiana, middle band Indiana, no accent, has a hard time wrapping my tongue around that. It's Mikolajczyk. Mikolajczyk is, I believe that's how it's said. Someone says Mikolajczyk. Mikolajczyk. Okay.
It's better. You know what? The people, if we have this issue, it's better. Discord now have a voice chat, so you can send it a voice.
So you can send me a voice memo, and that's what I prefer. Yeah. I've had someone do that before. I said, send me a voice memo with you saying your name the way you want it to be said, and that is perfect, just spot on, perfect. We're lap 117 to 200, kind of in the back-to-back cautions here at this stretch of the race. Lights are out on the pace car, I believe. It will dodge the pit road next time, and then we will go. We will go to green the following lap. Pinero is your leader. Wood is second. Jordan Owens is third. But still, this hasn't really shrunk the pit window any for a lot of people. Although, look at Pinero down on the bottom of the racetrack trying to save fuel. Same thing with Richie Hearn. Look at Richie Hearn down on the bottom of the racetrack.
Where is
P7.
Hi. 28th spot with Brian Bloman. All of these guys from 8 to 1, they have a double-digit.
And this is a group of guys that all stopped on lap 7 very early in that first caution. These guys all stopped on lap 7. So when the caution came out in the middle of the pit cycle, these guys all benefited from it because you got Seb Alexander and Matt Taylor and Liam O'Sullivan and Craig Forsyth and Glindy. They were all up front. They all have to fight through this group of drivers now. Frankenfeld has led much of this day. He's in 9th. Who can get that first leg of the P1 Triple Crown Challenge? That is still yet to be decided. Will it be our defending series champion, our defending winner of the Pocono 500 from last season? Will that be Pinero, who started 33rd? He's up 32 spots. Andrew Wood. He is a defined winner. He has definitely won in some other series before, Lionheart level specifically. And he definitely can get the win here today. In fact, he's had himself a good week. He started off the week in the Classic IndyCar Series with a podium at Kentucky. Can he get another podium here? He's up 32 spots as well. Jordan Owens. Now, Jordan Owens in the top 5 really has has had the best fuel economy because he started in 14th spot. He's up 11th. So he's been kind of hanging around this portion of the top 10 all race long. So he's probably had the most economy. Trey Holmes, he's up 25 spots. Justin Vandermarl up 26 spots. Coming to the green flag this time by, as they come out of turn 2, modeled after Indianapolis. Although you and I both agree on this, Lewis, that turn can be modeled after Indianapolis all day long, but it doesn't feel like turning at Indianapolis.
No, not at all. It's like no, even close.
And we're back underway. Green flag in the air. Lap 119 of 200 and 500 miles. First leg of the P1 Triple Crown this season. Second leg is Indianapolis in October, and we'll wrap up the season at Michigan a week before going to Worldwide Technology Raceway to close out the season. Pinero, Wood, Owens, Holmes, and Vandermarl, your top 5, all barreling into turn 2. And Vandermarl on the outside of Holmes and sends it and move Vandermarl up a spot. Holmes back another spot. Here comes Hunter Smith. Trey Holmes staying on the outside, but he's getting freight trained right now. Richie Hearn to the outside.
Oh, almost Hunter Smith on the wall over there.
And all these cars coming off the corner. We started with 36, in case you're wondering. In real-world IndyCar competition, 36 cars have never started at Pocono. It was always 33. Being a Triple Crown race, it was always 33. The Triple Crown limit is always 33. So that's kind of a bit of an oddity to see more than 33 cars start a Triple Crown race. Remember, at Indianapolis in October, only 33 cars will start that race. Several of these guys will not be making that race at all. They'll get bumped, not be able to qualify, what have you.
Andrew Woods didn't want to make the pass on Pinheiro. He just, you push I save it fuel to the end.
Owens to the inside of Wood. He's going to have a spot there, but he's not going to have the momentum coming off the corner, as Wood's going to have the draft of Pinheiro to pull him along to maintain that position. The top 3 kind of started pulling away a little bit. Blauman back in 4th.
And on the back, Seb Alexander. Oh, Sullivan. That's a
oh, look at Wood. Wood goes down underneath and gets the position. And does Pinheiro maybe strategically let him go? Or did Wood actually get a beat on him?
Nope. It's better leave it, Jordan Owens to pass. I don't know.
Whoa! It get close. Whoa! Oh, Pinheiro kind of gets up against the wall in turn 1 exit.
My God, on the back, 3 wide on the back with the chat in turn 2. Man, oh, that's close. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Whew.
Look at this battle right here, at this whole group right here. Liam O'Sullivan, Frankenfield,
close.
Ryan Schold.
Oh, no!
Oh, there's a contact, and we're going to take out 3 cars.
No.
Forsyth on his lid. Frankenfeld gets turned around. More cars
Henry.
involved. We got Jim Herrick involved.
I really
Matt
saw
Taylor
it before they have a contact.
And Clindy, I think, is involved. Liam O'Sullivan is involved. Oh, my goodness, and we're going to go back and have to watch this.
Oh, shot. You remember when it happened in what league was? I think it was in Boris. when I told you, okay, but you have to figure out you have a car on your right side coming with a long turn. That's what Sullivan
Oh,
did.
that was very similar to kind of what we saw with Murphy and Rick Ray Vaughan a little bit. Oh, and Clindy.
Uh-huh.
Clindy
You're
goes to the
right, but
inside. Oh, my goodness.
holy Clendy.
And the funny thing is I think Liam O'Sullivan was Liam O'Sullivan part of that. I thought he might have been part of that because he was on the he was on the outside of that one too. Yeah. So let's go back and watch this again. And I'll try to get back a little bit further. And this is all happening in front of Clindy. Let's hide the tree. Oh, Fody. Oh, oh wow! Oh wow!
Oh my God! Oof!
Let's go back and let's watch from Chris Albrecht's point of view. Chris Albrecht's point of view. Here we go. And this is one of them, and we're gonna watch Fody from Fody's point of view, and then we're gonna watch Craig Forsyth go airborne. But watch this; he's got a full head of steam here.
Me?
And where do I go? And now everyone starts bonding up, and every hole is filled, and every part of the racetrack is blocked. It's like coming off of turn 4 for A.J. Foyt to the finish of the 67 500. There's not a place to go, and can he make it? And he made it through. We're going back to Tyler Fody. Let's watch Tyler Fody here as he gets involved, or not involved, or does his best to not get involved at all on this. Watch this as he comes through the corner. This is really going to shake up the rookie points. This is really going to shake up the championship points as well. Wow, Fody was going to get it if it wasn't for that late last second contact. That what happened to the Frankenfield. Now let's go back to Craig Forsyth, who's already camera dark here. Here we go. So he's with this group of drivers, and you're going to see everything develop in front of you. Between these two cars right in front of you, the blue and white, and then the white car to the inside. And the car in front of them, I believe that's Seb Alexander, right? No, that's Ryan Schold. Ryan Schold. And he just dirty air into the side of, and watch this. Oh, my goodness. Oh. And all of a sudden, he's on his lid just like Joseph Newgarden. And, folks, we have some key players now are out of the running of this race. Like some very big-time players are out of this race. And we're going to reset the field here as those are all out. Forsyth is broken on pit road. He's not getting repaired. Frankenfield is getting repaired right now. Liam O'Sullivan, I think, is not getting repaired. Clindy has withdrawn the car. He's retired. Matt Taylor is retired. Jim Herrick, I'm not sure where he is on pit road. He is getting repaired right now. What's Clindy doing? Clindy's out. Okay, Taylor's out.
Clindy's out, yeah.
So Seb Alexander on pit road getting repairs. He is still on the lead lap, I think. Barely. So he'll want to get going if he can. But no, he's going to go down a lap. So that really, we started with 36 cars in this 500-mile race. And we've reached about the 500-kilometer mark, right? And we now only have 19 cars running on this racetrack. Actually, 20 cars running on this racetrack. Kidda, 21, excuse me. Kidda's in 24th, but he's the 21st car running. Mikolajczyk is also Mikolai. I got to remember like Nikolai Volkov when I say his Mikolajczyk. Mikolajczyk is he's running too, and he is in 25th spot. So there are let's see, 18 cars on the lead lap. Tool is 1 lap down. He is in 19th spot. Blake Frazier is in 20th spot. Kidda is 4 laps down at 24th, and Mikolajczyk in 25th spot, 4 laps down. I think Tool might get the lucky dog. Do we? Or a wave around? I don't know. No. Okay. I can't remember here. So that's
no. He's not front on the.
Okay, so that's going to change things up, and that's going to put the field under the command of Andrew Wood, who is 26 laps into this stint. He did not choose to pit this time,
Green.
and he will go green next time by, even though you hear the green call now.
Man, they fighting like 5 to go, 10 to go. I don't know. It's I can say it's a race deal, but I think Chad didn't hear how about the outside O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan was the outside. I don't think it's really saying like a Raybon and Murphy in that time, because Murphy came or Raybon came out for outside. Somebody came in for outside, and it was in the last moment in outside calling. So. Something race controller have to check over there, but this was massive with these 2 cars and plus 5 or 4 cars around. And Forza just flew. It's crazy how they change everything in one lap.
In one turn.
Yellow,
in one turn.
No, actually, for one yellow, change everything. Regroup everything, and then now yellow again regroup, and then it's happened this.
Green flag out, and Wood is your leader coming up to speed right now. Pinero is second. Jordan Owens now third. Blauman in fourth. Vander Marl in fifth. And guess what? Because of that shakeup, it's here comes Blauman to the inside of Vander Marl. They're battling for position. This is fourth and fifth. Because of that shakeup, that took out a lot of our front portion of the grid starters.
Yeah, they change. Like I said before, we talked about the stint and things. I said, who knows what's gonna happen in 100 to go? We're gonna have a 1 yellow and another yellow, and then 10 to go, another yellow more, and then we have a definition for the racing. But I said one incident, regroup everything and make all of these guys with the different strategy coming to the front. Like oh my God, that's close. Owens and Wood again and front one, man. But. We still have a 71 to go.
Still, yeah, we have a long way to go. Fody taking a peek to the inside of Logan Edwards.
Owens! So the apron, he almost lose a nice control on Owens on turn 2. He lose 2 position, but at least not lose the car. Nice save.
Let's watch that as I was watching a battle a bit further back. We'll watch Owens here as he comes into Pocono turn 2. And he just gets over-rotated here, grabs a little too much of the apron bad, and watch, oh, God, yeah. Oh, yeah. I can, let's listen, let's go back. Let's watch from Andrew Wood's point of view, and let's listen. He probably rolled out of it. He thought he was going to see a wreck. This is just a lap ago. Whoa! Fody to the inside, getting a pass here. As now the snake begins down the front stretch. So the whole first row is gone. The first row is no longer in the race. The second row is still in the race. Albrecht is in the race still. Ryan Schultz started 4th. He's still in the race. And Chris Albrecht started 5th. And Rexine in 6th. So the highest starters in the race now are whoever started in the second row.
Yeah, I think so. Always Pocono is like a poker game. If you're desperate, you lose the game. So that is the people have to think about it. For example, Owens take the lead now for Piñeiro, and the other guys on the back is just working like last. My God, Lohmann and Vandermeer. Yeah, and make the Richard Herring going to top 5 now with all of these mistakes.
And Richie kind of wants to make up for last week. I think he walked away a little red-faced from that one. I've been there before. We watched Fody.
Break and failure, maybe, on that incident last week.
Edwards to the inside of Hunter Smith. Gets a little bit of a side draft, pulls alongside, goes into turn 1. We're going to go 3 wide through the corner. Fody brings up the middle, but he thought better of it. And he's going to follow Hunter Smith on through. Rexine's going to follow Fody. And right now, Logan Edwards not in a very good position because he might lose another spot to Hobson. Meanwhile, back up front, Owens around Pinero. Owens leading some of his very first laps here in the Elite Racing League. Jordan Owens.
All of them.
Go ahead.
Sorry. All of these guys from 14 is Ben Lapson to Adriano. They need to wait it for just 6 more laps, and they can come into the pit and make 30 and 30, or maybe 7 laps more, so they can have the windows open for everyone. But some of them, like Andrew Woods, have a 35.
Yeah, that's maybe why he stayed out. Andrew Woods is trying to make that window, I think.
Yeah, I have to, because if it's coming out, he need to save a fuel for 32 or 33 and 1, and then go to the end for 32 to go. And it's like a lot of it could be no chance to fight for the victory, and just thinking about the fuel, and that's it. So now they need to wait for maybe 6 more laps on now.
Jordan Owens getting a little bit of a headway on Pinero. Jordan Owens in his 36th career start here in the Elite Racing League's Warriors of Peace IndyCar Series. He's up to this race. He's led 38 laps. So he's adding to that total right now. He has 6 top 5s and 13 top 10s. No wins. Wood, got really close.
Yeah.
Very, very close. Of course, Wood
actually have a contact.
Wood has this is his 14th career start in the Elite Racing League, but again, he has a lot of starts in other series. The other Elite Series, that was the Open Series. He has a lot of officials as well as wins in the Lionheart level. He has 13 starts. This is his 14th start here today. 1 top 5, 8 top 10s. No wins either. And Pinero, your career wins leader here in the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. And also 3 championships to boot. Here comes Ryan Schold to the inside of Brian Blauman. And he's going to get that position.
Blauman went, I don't want to say dive bomb, but he made the turn too fast and almost have a contact with Wood, and Wood make the pass. So.
Ryan is looking for his first career win here in the series. He has 75 career starts. This is his 76th career start. He's by far having one of his better seasons ever this year. He has 6 top 5s and 21 top 10s in his career. But he would love to break the schneid there, get off the schneid, and get that win here in his 76th career start and make it a crown jewel event to set up a possible run at the Indy 500 to get that second crown jewel win.
What is the schneid?
The schneid? That is, it is often used in sports terms to say that you got off the zero. You got your first win.
Oh. Which sport do you hear that?
Football.
Oh, okay. I don't watch football. I watch soccer. Or
the other football.
Yeah. The real football. Look at that, Andrew Wood is just saving fuel over there, and saving fuel, come past me, show, because I don't want to fight with nobody. Andrew Wood is coming to the pit now. He made the mark. Nice job between him.
So, and here comes Andrew Wood to pit road. So when someone says they are off the schneid, it means they've finally broken out of a losing streak, slump, or a bad run of results. The phrase is often used in sports. For example, if a team has lost 10 games in a row and finally wins, people say they are off the schneid. The origin comes from card games, specifically gin running. On the schneid means scoring 0 points in a hand. Being off the schneid meant you finally scored something instead of being stuck at nothing. So there you go. I could have said north of the Mendoza line, but I don't think you would have known that one either.
No, even
that's a baseball. That's a baseball term. Yeah, that's a baseball term.
I thought you were talking about some German stuff.
Well, schneid, I guess, would be a German phrase. I don't think it translates into anything.
I don't know. I just don't know.
So the Mendoza line is a baseball term that refers to someone batting less than 200.
Okay, got it.
Watching Matt Wagner making a scheduled stop on pit road. Wood is done, and he is back underway, and he will join Wood coming up to speed. Owens coming to pit road for his next to last. I believe these are next to last scheduled stops.
This should be.
And Little Eagle has 2 cars coming to pit road. Yeah, Little Eagle coming with 2 cars to pit road. That's going to be Hunter Smith, who does pretty well in these 500-mile races, and Jordan Owens coming to pit road together. So they're going to work together to at least have a little bit of a draft train, a little bit of cooperation. But that turns the lead over now to Pinheiro. Pinheiro now 33 laps into this stint. Blauman 36 laps, so Blauman's going to have to peel off sooner rather than later. But Blauman is actually behind Wags right there. And so Blauman can extend this run just a little bit by getting a few extra drops of fuel here in the draft. Right behind him is Ryan Schold in third. Schold 33 laps into his stint. We suspect he'll be coming to pit road anytime now.
It is basically open window for everyone. If you want to come into the pit, you're free to go to come in, because the last one, it could be 25. Always the magic number is 25 to go when you come into the pit.
Yeah, 25 to go here at Pocono is the magic number. 30 to go at Indianapolis is the magic number. And 25 to go will guarantee you getting to the finish. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, it's okay. It's you said a number, so 25 is here. But we already figured out the cars can go 33, 35 with heavy fuel. Indianapolis 34, 35, or maybe a little more. With Maleska, we saw it with the Kraus in the fixed series. So it is crazy how you can save fuel, just chill working. Just stay chill in the track.
Got a check-in from the Infield Care Center. Liam O'Sullivan says, shame on that one happened, guys. And to be caught up, but fun as always. Should be more open now anyways. with the, what he means with the smaller field here. So Pinheiro, purple lap, 2:16.7.
Blauman is coming now. Blauman?
Blauman is, he's in second spot, but he has 2 cars in front of him, Wagner and Smith. And this will be a next to last scheduled stop for him. He'll still have to do one more. Now, if you're in Blauman's spot, do you separate? Do you cut this last stint in half? And here also he's going to spin out coming to the line, and he does it right in front of Vandermarl and Trey Holmes, but they miss it also coming to Richie Hearn. That's going to hurt Blauman, but he's still going to be able to do a lead lap thing because he's coming in with other drivers here. So, but you're coming in with the rest of these guys. Are you wanting to split this, or you just want to put a full tank in, and go as long as possible? I know you like to go as long as possible.
Yes, that's the choice. And just going to the end with that. You didn't make it now. Go to the end to 25 or 26 to go. Adriano's coming now. Thing about Brian is if you lose the gap now or the draft, you're game over. You're gonna lose a lot of. So but somebody can.
Blauman is actually with a group of cars, so he should be okay. But the leader is coming up on his tail right now. And that is Hunter Smith and Wags, and then Ryan Schuld. Tyler Fode to the inside of the number 14 Lawson.
And good to go for Pinheiro.
So Pinheiro down and away. And there's alone. Ryan Schuld coming to pit road.
Oh. Wow. Okay. I can figure out Pinheiro cut this stint in half because Andrew Wood was close when he came in, and now is 3.7.
Yeah, Pinheiro was in the box a second shorter than Wood. Wood did 10 seconds. Pinheiro did 9 seconds, so it makes me think that Pinheiro put enough fuel in to make this a short stint to get to his final stop. I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I'm right. Rexy.
No. I know. I check in the time in the screen, so it's like, yes. Sometimes maybe I run.
Fode, Edwards, and Hobson on pit road.
0.
Yep. Jared Rexing now picks up the lead.
So, what is Ryan Schultz is over there? Is 2.5. So Pinheiro he can push and make the last stop, and that's it.
Cale Pocock up to third. So Albrecht second. Cale Pocock third as they are waiting to come to pit road. Rexing 29 laps on this stint. Albrecht 24. He'll go a little bit longer than everyone else. Rexing on pit road right now. So Albrecht's going to get some laps led here in the F5 Challenge car. Pocock 35 laps in. He will come to pit road sooner rather than later. Camargo. Remember, Camargo had a floppy nose on the front stretch after one of those restarts. Camargo, he is going to work his way up into second at some point when Pocock comes to pit road. Camargo is 25 laps into this stint. Jared Rexing on pit road. We talked about him. He's a 39 laps, so he is now down and away. And Pinheiro should pass him right there. There he is. Pinheiro only 2 laps into his stint. Rexy's going to come out around a lot of these guys, and he's going to stick right with them. And that's going to be good for him, the guy that started on the second row. So now Albrecht is now your leader as Pocock is on pit road. Albrecht will come around and get the lead. And he's going to lead for a little bit of a good portion here. He's probably going to lead a lot closer to lap 160, the 400-mile mark.
Oh, Schultz in the touch of hit or hits the wall. I lose maybe 2/10 in that hit and turn the 3. let me say something.
Really close. That was actually Foti a lot closer. I think it might have been netcode on him.
Yeah, so I hope Pinheiro use the same spot they have now for Indianapolis 500, because he did a good strategy, and he make a good calls to come into the pit and be lead for now, because we waited for Chris Alves and Camargo to come into the pit, leading over 40 for 2.8, but now 40 and Schultz is working together, and if he's doing very well, it could be catch Pinheiro soon.
See them swapping the draft going into turn 1. They'll swap again, probably coming down the Long Pond Straight into turn 2. If Foti can catch him, I think Foti is going to catch him. There he goes. Goes to the inside. In the Indianapolis here, turn 2. They'll swap that position. And then I don't know if there'll be enough room for Scholl to get to third, to get to turn 3. Yeah. No, not quite. That is a short shoot between turns 2 and 3. And now they'll have the front straight here to work on that swapping again to try to reel in Pinheiro. Let's get you some gaps as we show you the intervals to the leader right now in the tree. Here are your gaps. Albrecht, your leader by 6 seconds, but he is due to come to pit road probably in the next 5 laps or so, closer to the 400-mile. I'll tell you what, if this was a 400-mile race, Albrecht would be sitting in a pretty happy spot right now. He'd be really close, but he might be looking at a 400-mile race win.
Yeah, sure. It's just, but no, we have a 5 miles over here. It's, yeah. Nope.
And then if not that, Camargo, he's in the same boat. He's 29 laps into his run. So he is 6 seconds behind Albrecht, and then there's a 21-second gap back to Pinheiro.
Yeah, they're gaining 2. Now they gain 1 lap. They gain 2/10. Now 1/10. But the critical is turn 3. That's the hard one.
But look at this group behind him. We got Pinheiro. Pinheiro has himself 2 seconds on Foti. And then everything behind Foti. Look at the tree. Everybody, a tenth, 2 tenths, 2 tenths, 1 second, 2 tenths, 3 tenths, 6 tenths, 2 tenths, 1 tenth, 1 tenth, 1.5, 1.1, 5 tenths. So all the way back to 18th, roughly, it's nose to tail on the racetrack for the most part.
Yeah, that's the hard part, because if I Pinheiro and see all these guys and my relative with just 10th or 2 tenths or 5 tenths close, it's like when the moment they catch me, everyone is gonna come in on one. So it is kind of hard. But the good thing about all of this is the moment they gonna catch me, the tire is gonna be gone for these 2 guys. Talking about Royal Shoes and Foti. It's coming the leader now. Albrecht calling for pit.
We'll get the camera on Albrecht here as he comes to pit road for his scheduled stop. Yeah, and he didn't quite make it to the 400-mile mark. We'll see if Camargo's going to stay out. Let's see who can get to the 400-mile mark here on the racetrack. You can rev up your business with Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your team and your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on the link in the description. Also want to thank the Warriors for Peace once again for being the title sponsor of the Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series. The ERL is proudly sponsored by and here comes Camargo. So he's not going to make it to the 400-mile mark either. And he has a car in front of him on pit road as well. But we want to thank Warriors for Peace, an Indianapolis-based nonprofit organization working to end violence and inspire peaceful change, founded in memory of Jack Shockley. They support youth through scholarships, mentoring, and community programs. To learn more, to support their mission, visit their webpage at warriorsforpeace.org. That's the number 4peace.org. All the links you need are in the description. We want to thank Warriors for Peace for their continued support of this signature series. Final stops for some of these drivers. It's going to be close. They might have to come in again for a splash, but Pinheiro staying out by 1.4 seconds. He has just about broken the draft from Schold and Foti, but they are working together to reel in our points leader, 3-time champion, and all-time wins leader here in the Elite Racing League.
That's going to be born now. 2 times winner on the road. Back-to-back. That's the word. Back-to-back for Piñeiro.
Three-time champion and back-to-back, yeah.
Yeah, who knows if we still... Pocono is crazy, though. It's it doesn't matter if everyone is sprayed around, close, but the moment when you see the opportunity, you make some crazy move, and everything happens. I don't want to blame Chad, but it's like that move on Chad did and that yellow could be better than the last lap. Like, I want to try to make the pass in there, but no, it was 70 something to go, and more than that. But everything could have happened, even for Adriano Piñeiro. So you have to wait for the last lap. We already know about this league. Everything could happen, even in the last lap or 2 laps or 10 laps. You always put the same example on Long Beach with the Stanley and Piñeiro out, or about the. It's a lot of races we see that issue with Piñeiro also in Long Beach also too. Piñeiro, Long Beach, Detroit also Long Beach, Piñeiro too. It's a lot of things in this league happen in this year. Oh, Camargo on the wall.
We are now at the 400-mile mark, 100 miles to go for our first Triple Crown race of the season, the first jewel in the P1 Triple Crown Challenge. The track temperature is coming down. It was 120 early in this race. It's 110 now. That's going to help these tires late in the race, but this group behind our leader, Piñeiro, is catching them. They've cut it down to 1.2 seconds.
They did a good job. The only problem about do that swap and stuff is just the tires getting degradation, is getting more fast. Piñeiro is free by 12 laps, save the tires. Yeah, the only thing Piñeiro have to do is just defend the position, should want to win the race, and he'd be on the front for all the race, actually.
Side by side through the corner. Schold gets on by. Schold now 1.1 up to our leader, Piñeiro. Piñeiro now 15 laps into his final, next to last stint here. So when do we see Piñeiro come to pit road? Rexine getting around Logan Edwards. Logan back to 5th. A little bit further back, Jordan Owens leads Trey Holmes and Justin Vandermarl. And a 3-car train for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Richie Hernan 9th. He's just about ready to enter that picture right now. And Brian Blauman pulling along with him, and A.J. Hobson at 11th. Andrew Wood looks like he still needs to stop again. And he's already 23 laps into his final stop, or next to last stint. So he stopped on lap 141. He's 23 laps into his stint. So he's going to have to come to pit road here soon.
Yeah, basically all of them need to coming in, but some of them could be make a short stop.
Yes.
Are good to go to the end. Like
so
again, it's.
Let me define for people what a short stop is. A short stop is, it could be no tires. I don't think anyone's going to do that. I don't think anyone's going to go no tires here. You could change tires in an IndyCar in real world or in the sim in about 5 seconds. And it's just the nature of how these cars are built. These cars are built with pneumatic shocks. You just stick a hose in, shocks come out the bottom, pumps the car up, pneumatic jacks, and pumps the car up. There's a guy on each wheel with a impact lug wrench, and there's a single lug holding each tire on. Take it off, tire off, put the new tire on, put the lug on, done. I mean, inside of 5 seconds in most cases. So really what they're going to be waiting for in this last stop, Lewis, is they're going to be waiting for just enough fuel to get to the finish, and that's it. And that's what a short Yeah, and that's what a short stop is it's going to be measured in how much fuel is going to go into the car.
Yeah, normally it's like full fuel, like a 9, almost 10 seconds, depend if you catch the mark perfectly in the box, you make less on that, but it's around 9.5 to 10. Some of them, like Andrew Good, did 10.1 because maybe he made a mistake, he overpassed the marks. So, but if you make a good stop, it could be 7 seconds, 7 point something, and you're good to go. You can gain an entry, you can gain it on the... Here, you don't need to gain on the exit. Exit is just straight going to the track. It's not like a Kansas or New Hampshire or whatever. Or Indianapolis also too is you can gain a little bit over there, depending on how you exit. But here is the exit is easy. The entry is the key, and also how you make the marks and the fuel and every stuff.
And Pinero now still leads. Now they cut it down to a second, so another 10th shaved off. Getting closer and closer. Not large chunks, but just tiny little chunks of time are coming off. And right with them is Jared Rexing hanging on. Normally the third car in line in a two-car draft train is the one that struggles, and he is still keeping pace. Right behind him is Logan Edwards. That is your top 5. 20 laps now into the stint for Pinero. 18 for Foti, 19 for Schold, 17 for Rexing, 18 for Edwards. We'll give you that report right here. Stint time. There you go. That's where I'm getting those numbers from. You forget, how does Gary know this stuff? Well, I got it on my overlay, but there you see. Since the last pit stop. So we think that they will probably pit we got 32 to go here. Anytime you think, Lewis, you think anytime after 25 laps into this stint?
I think they still have I think they need, let me see. No, I think so. You can wait a little bit more for that.
Because I know you don't like to. I know you don't. I know you don't like to stop early. I know.
no, because when you go to like a 1.5 miles track, that's hard too, because you can lose 2 laps, or maybe when you go to short track, you lose 3 laps lap down. But here you don't lose the lap actually. So, but I think that it's too early to coming in now. I think it's 25, like we said. I stick it with 25 to go for sure.
But the window, I would say, is safely open. That if anyone wanted to come to pit road right now, they could, and it'll be their final stop.
Yes. Actually, the window's open now, but I don't want to be short or thinking about the fuel when it's 30 to go, because you're burning more fuel. You don't know. So I prefer to going for 25. After 30, it's good to go to... Yeah. Yeah, that's the magic.
Yep. Understand. What you get if you're just joining us, you're watching the Elite Racing Network's coverage of round 4 of 13 of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. It's the 7th running of the P1 500 coming to you from Pocono Raceway. We're currently Adriano Pinero looking at getting his 3rd win in 4 races this season, 5th win in the last 6 races overall going into last season. He is our points leader. Currently, we have 30 to go. Make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next race. The next race for us is next week. It is the Texas Twin 275s, the first ever doubleheader from the Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series. At Texas Motor Speedway, we'll be in throwback liveries. So if you enjoyed old-style kart and IRL racing, and maybe even going back to the USAC days, be sure to watch. You might see your favorite livery on the grid next week at Texas. The Pocono 500 and Triple Crown Challenge is brought to you by P1 Broadcasting. P1 Broadcasting is an esports broadcaster that delivers top-tier sim racing coverage on iRacing with, again, I joke because this is our ad and I can say that, with semi-pro commentary, immersive graphics, and thrilling race action. To learn more about P1 or to request a quote for your iRacing league, check out their social media links. P1 can be found on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and on Linktree. You can find all their links in today's description. Click on us learn more about us and bring us into the fold for your league. If we got an opening, we would love to broadcast whatever it is you have to offer. Certainly, if it's IndyCar, that is our wheelhouse.
Yes. We can do NASCAR like I do it now, Mark, with the
Sam Crow.
AMA,
yeah. All right, Ryan Schuld, scheduled final stop right here for one of our leaders all day long. And a little legal entry coming to pit road for final stop at 27 to go. A little early? What do you think?
No, it's okay. That's no even problem to thinking about it, the fuel and stuff. So this is the time to everyone to come into the pit and just do the job to the end. And the only job to the end is fight for the victory. That's the thing.
So he is going to want to push very hard on these out laps. These are going to be light tanks, new tires. These are what we call, in the at least on the Formula One side of things, the Red Bull laps. But you're going to see him on an oval here, so we'll see if he throws down some big laps here to try to do a little bit of an undercut.
It's not anymore Red Bull laps. It's just McLaren stuff. Red Bull is now no more, actually.
And Blauman came to pit road, so he made his final stop. Ryan Schuld made his final stop. A.J. Hobson made his final stop. Wags made his final stop 4 laps ago. So now we're waiting for more of these leaders to come to pit road, and Pinheiro is going to stay out. And this is very typical Pinheiro. Pinheiro doesn't – I always see him run long. I think he kind of follows your kind of school of thinking. I'm gonna empty this tank for all it's worth, because if I come to pit road now, that's when something bad happens.
Yes, always something happen. Always something happen, and you don't want to, but the guy knows. The guy knows, and let's see. We are almost for the short time for in Pocono here.
Andrew Wood is also made his final stop, so he is done. Hunter Smith made his final stop. Ben Lawson made his final stop. So a lot of these cars from 10th on back, from 11th on back, on that you see on the tree, on to the left here, they have all made their final stops. They are done for the race. They've completed. There goes A.J. Hobson, 2:17.2. There he is right there. So setting a purple lap. That's what we're talking about right there. He just stopped with fresh tires and in the draft of Blauman. And we know Blauman's fast. So Tyler Fode is now your leader as Pinheiro is on pit road.
Let's see. So
final stop.
Where's Schuld?
He's down and away.
8.4 Schuld. And Pinheiro 8.1. So he gained 0.3 under. So Schuld is. Where's Schuld? Oh, there's Schuld in turn 1.
Yeah, he is entering turn 1 as Pinheiro's leaving turn 1. And Pinheiro has picked up a bit of a dance partner in Edson Toole.
Wow.
And that is going to help him out. Now, Toole, he is going to come to pit road at some point. He's 28 laps into this thing, and I think Edson Toole just decided, I'm going to get out of the way.
Man, something's wrong, because how you came into the pit with 1 second close, and then now you are 4 seconds behind.
Fode coming to pit road, scheduled stop. This is not scheduled stop. He just came in. No, wait a minute. This is a scheduled stop. Excuse me.
Somebody say hi in chat. I don't know who. They say hi, Gary.
We got fans.
Yeah.
And now we got, there's Toole coming up.
Fans, not me.
You have the suave Latin voice, man. I know there's people out there that's like, forget what Gary says, man. I'm here to listen to Lewis. The awkward silence there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, Gary. Jared Rexy now picks up the lead. And he will. He's out lap 29 now into his stint, so we expect to see him come to pit road anytime now. Cale Pocock is coming down the pit front stretch right now, so he's a quarter of a racetrack, or maybe a third of the racetrack behind Rexing. You see 14 seconds behind Rexing there on the tree to the left. And Pocock, he's going to come to pit road soon here too. He's 28 laps into the stint. Nige Camargo, remember, he went long last time and I think got a chance to even lead a lap or so. And he's had a bit of an adventuresome day. He's got a new nose cone. I think he's replaced a couple of wings on his car. He will probably get some laps led here late, but he's not going to make it to the end, though, unless there's like a lot of cautions with 20 to go here.
No, don't call it that. Actually, yes. We can have one more to the end and have an exciting race to the end. Yeah, it should be good. But not for people like a Piñero, maybe Schultz. They don't want to have this issue like has happened with this group with Forza and Clendid after the yellow. Just finish the race nicely and yeah. But for the show, should be good for.
All right, Rexing on pit road, so that's going to turn the lead over to Cale Pocock. So, Pocock coming to the pit road right now. Oh, he almost loses it on pit entry, but he catches it. So that's going to turn over the lead to Nige Camargo, who's going to lead a handful of laps here. Nige has himself going to have himself about a 7-second lead over Pinero. And Nige, if we had such a thing as rain coming in the race early, he'd be like, rain. I want rain right now. Rain.
So, this is interesting. Ryan Schultz, 34.4 in line. So, when he entered to the pit, to exit the pit. But Piñero did 33.6.
Yes.
But it's still, I don't understand why is 5.2 over. Is something we're missing? Something happened with Schultz? Something is no.
Well, I think that group that they're in, they are racing very hard right now. I don't think they're working together very well, and I think they're racing very hard here.
For sure, I think there's no choice. The only choice is fighting for the last two stop at the podium. Look at that, it's getting close. Rexing over there.
Tyler Fode, he's with Lake Norman. Rexing is an independent, but he's a longtime veteran of this league. Ryan Schold, Little Eagle.
One more yellow's coming.
So, they're not teammates. There's no teammates in this group, so they are not working together at all.
No, look down on the back. Justin, here's Bloman. Oh my God. Albrecht in 3Y and turn 2 on the front is Hobson. Man, that's what I said. It's coming to yellow soon. And
this is the point in the race also that these guys have been at this now coming up on 3 hours. We started at 7:45, so they've been at this for 3 hours now almost. And we've had actual race time, but they were actually practicing leading up to this. So some have been in the car for quite a long time. The session opened at 7. Green flag, or we went live at 7:45. Green flag was shortly thereafter. So they've been at this thing for 2 hours, and we've had some cautions for break, but they were much earlier in the race.
Yeah, it's happened lap 5 with Aldrich and Paul and turn 2. Lap 5.
Yeah.
And in the lap 107, then Collins, and 114, Collins again. And 123 was the last one with Chad and O'Sullivan and 5 more gone, actually.
Yeah, those are the only cautions that we're looking at. Unfortunately, we didn't go caution-free like we did at Indianapolis in May. That was a rarity. You do not see that very often. That just really says about the racecraft of these drivers. I almost said the racemanship, and that's not a word, but it's the racecraft of these drivers. Very, very good. And the fact that field went 500 miles, 200 laps at Indianapolis with no cautions is very remarkable. That doesn't even happen in real racing.
Could be happening one day, but they did. So they did pretty good with Hamilton win the race from back to the front.
Watching this battle, this is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. And we're watching in the middle of this.
Oh no, don't break. Oh my God, don't break like that. Don't break.
Blauman.
It is scary when somebody's break.
Well, there's going to be 2 more cars joining this battle here real soon, and that's Wags and Hearn. And those 2 guys have raced against one another many times, and I know they got to be working together to run them down. And Wags, speaking of Wags, he'll be joining me in the booth this Saturday over on P1 at 2 p.m. Eastern time for the IIS. That is the IndyCar iRacing Series from Milwaukee. That's the series that mirrors the real-world NTT IndyCar Series. That will be 2 p.m. Eastern time. Myself and Antonio Estrada, El Patron, and we do want to send best wishes to our peer, Ryan Walker, who had a death in the family. We are sending thoughts and prayers and all positive things your way, hoping that you guys feel better and definitely take care of your family. We will be here when you're ready to come on back. But that's 2 p.m. Eastern here this Saturday for the IIS. And then Wags will be joining me in the booth at the Sim Gaming Expo in Chicago, September 5th through 7th for race 2 through 5 of the Gomez Sim Industries Open Wheel Invitational. That will be at the Esports Arena at the Sim Gaming Expo. And he will be joining me for race 2 through 5. Race 1 will be, once again, 2013 Indy 500 winner and former IndyCar champion and principal. I should mention that, principal of McLaren Racing in IndyCar.
Wait, Daytona 24 Hours champion.
Oh, he has a resume that's a mile long, but those are the big 3 right there when it comes to IndyCar racing. Former IndyCar champion, Indianapolis 500 winner, principal owner, or at least team principal of Team McLaren. That's Tony Kanaan.
Yeah, my thought on Ryan with this moment. And yeah, there's going to be a 2 to go with Milwaukee and Super Speedway. For sure, it's Super Speedway Nashville. Who knows? Oh, well, with open setup is different stuff. So it should be different within one car to the other. So it's going to be a good race.
Pinero is now your leader with 10 to go.
Oh no! Oh my God! Owens Hobson. 10 to go. It could be one more yellow. It's really, really close. This guy is getting close to the yellow, to be honest. Turn 1 was the bump draft, maybe, from Owens and Hobson.
Let's
Worked
see.
very well,
Let's see this going in. We go 3 wide. Blauman on the bottom. We got Hobson in the middle. We'll get a better camera angle here. There's Owens up top. Vandermarl behind him. Vandermarl has no place to go because he has nothing but dirty air. And Hobson has dirty air, and he's slow. That you could not have planned that being so close. You could not have planned that. You know what? I want to go back and I want to watch out the back of A.J. Hobson. Watch the back out of the gearbox. You will watch this nose just come into your picture. Watch this. Yo, man, you don't get any closer than that.
I don't know. Nope. And it's surprised that the car is no
damage. No net code or anything.
The other way. Yeah.
And I don't think this group, with 8 to go, unless there's a caution, is going to get the 4 seconds to catch Pinero. Albrecht almost into the wall. I think might have even got the wall. And here's your battle for second, third, for that second and bottom step of the podium. And these guys are really hoping for a caution because they are 4 seconds, which might as well be 4 laps behind our leader. And Pinheiro looking to go back-to-back and be the first repeat winner here at Pocono in league history. Get his third win of the season, actually, 3 in 4 races, and he's won 5 out of the last 6 going back to last season. And this is going to put him in a very prime position to go into Indianapolis as he always goes into Indianapolis as a favorite. He's been on the front row the last couple of years. It's just one thing or another, luck has prevented him from getting that win. I mean, it's not like Mario Andretti or Michael Andretti level luck, but it's just the cards don't fall his way. You know, he's not getting bad luck. It's just he's not getting the mileage, or the caution falls at the wrong time or something like that. It's nothing that he's doing wrong. He's not getting cursed. It's just bad luck.
Yeah, well, we've been together for a year here, so I only remember the finish with Chad in the last lap and the last season actually, or last year actually.
Yeah, last year he had that duel with Chad. Yep.
Yeah, leading, and then hey, you should be saving fuel because you don't get it yet. With saving fuel, and then nope, he finished 4th or 5th or something like that. But yeah, it's just bad luck. It's just somebody needs to tell him something. And today he did a good job, and this is a good approach for 500 miles race. Could be good for next Indianapolis to have him finally win here. But who knows? Have to be in that day. So first of all, you have to qualify, and then we can talk about the race with Pinheiro.
As Bob Varsha says, before you can race, first you must qualify, and that will be here on the Elite Racing Network later in the season in October. But 4 laps to go, a qualifying attempt at Indianapolis, 10 miles coming to lap 3 to go here at Pocono. He has 4.1 seconds on there. You see in the distance the purple car, Tyler Fode, who also started on the front row at Indianapolis. Jared Rexing now getting a beat on him.
Well, if the yellow's coming out now, the race is over, actually.
Yes.
So whatever has happened is finishing yellow. Like, oh my God, race average. Oh, I just stay over here. I don't know.
And really, I think the battle for third is going to be a battle between these two.
Should say so sorry for something. Oh, sorry to Logan Edwards in turn 3, making the blocking. Yeah, he make it blocking, but nothing big deal.
And here comes to the white flag, this time for our leader, points leader, 2-time defending series champion, 3 championships overall. Done everything but win that illustrious Indianapolis 500 final lap here at Pocono. White flag in the air. He is clear by P2 by 3 seconds. And Rexing and Fode are battling out down the long pond straight for who's going to get that second step. Fode comes to the inside in turn 2. He'll get that position back. But we've seen how this position swaps on the front stretch before you get to the start-finish line. He's going to go to the inside of the fin, but we're going to go back up front to Pinheiro, who's coming off a corner number 4. Looking at that first crown jewel of the Triple Crown Challenge. He gets the win and defends here at Pocono. Tyler Fode comes home second. Jared Rexing comes home in third.
You didn't say time 4, it's turn 3 actually.
Turn 3.
Yeah.
What turn 4? Turn 3. Have so many numbers.
Actually.
So many numbers running through my head.
In 2 hours and 42 minutes, the race went back to the back to the front. I don't say back to the front, but yeah, it was almost the last row of the grill.
Yeah, there is. Wow, that's a good point. Something we never really talked about, and I don't think it's happened in any IndyCar race that's had 33 drivers. But there's been the closest we've seen, of course, is we heard about Scott Goodyear in '92, almost winning the Indy 500 from 33rd starting spot. Tom Sneva almost won the Indy 500 from 33rd starting spot. Mario Andretti had a good race, Indianapolis 500 race, one of his rare good Indy 500s starting from the last row. I think Joseph Newgarden would have had a very good shot last year from the last row to win the Indy 500. But I'm going to have to look. I don't think ever in the history of IndyCar racing has a driver come from 33rd starting position in a 500-mile race to win the race. This might be a rare feat on its own right here.
To be honest, no driver has won the IndyCar started from 33. The only one is 28. Ryan, in 1911, the inaugural Indy 500.
Yeah, and I think Louis Meyer won from 28th, I think, and I think 2 drivers came from 28th. But no drivers ever won from 33rd, the Indianapolis 500, and I don't think anyone's ever won from 33rd at Ontario. I don't think anyone won from 33rd at Fontana, and I don't think anyone won from 33rd here at Pocono. Let's get into tonight's final results here. And you might want to let Pinero know that. I don't know if he knows that. And there you see Pinero getting the win from 33rd starting position. I tell you what, these guys need to get their game on. He said that he felt good for this race. He did all that call his shot. He walked into this place and did everything but Babe Ruth did and pointed to the stands and said, I'm going to smack it out there. He did everything but do that. He got the win. Tyler Fode second, Jared Rexing third. Schold, good race for him in fourth. Logan Edwards in fifth. Jordan Owens in sixth. Albrecht seventh. A.J. Hobson eighth. Richie Hearn in ninth. And Justin Vandermaal in 10th. Good run for everybody in the top 10. Everybody in the top 10 must feel very, very good about these results. Wags in 11th. Wood in 12th. Holmes, Blauman, Smith, your top 15. Cale Pocock, Camargo, Frazier, Toole, and Alexander, your top 20. A lot of these cars ran into trouble late in that incident. The last cautions that we had. Mikolajczyk. Am I saying that right? I got to make sure I'm saying that right. Mikolajczyk. Yeah, Mikolajczyk. Yeah. I just got to program that into my mind. But Paul making his first race, almost gets a top 20 in 21st. Kidder 22nd. Lawson 23rd. Herrick 24th. Forsyth 25th. Chad, he'll want this one back. He comes home 26th. Same thing with Leon 27th. Clindy just caught up in that big incident 28th. Taylor 29th. Isle 30th. Hunter Ingrave with the DC in 31st. He was doing well. Leighton Norgard had to punch out early. 32nd. Matthew Weeks had some issues. He had to punch out the the Daytona 500 winner and Michigan 500 winner. 33rd. Brandon Trost had a DC. 34th. Hibbs with the first caution with Aldrich. 35th and 36th. That is your 36-car field.
Gonna give it to well, for sure, Richie Hearn with from 35 to 9. Finished top 10 today. Really good job for him. Drive it all day. That's what it's about. And we have a points up.
Points have been updated. Here we go.
Yeah, that's fast.
All right, let's get the camera on. Jared here, and we'll be talking to him. I think this is the first time we got a chance to interview him, so he is going to be very, very happy. And points are updated. We will look at those here momentarily. In fact, I'll bring up that screen right now and hit refresh. All right. Let's go ahead and bring in. And we'll go ahead and bring in Jared here. If we, hopefully he's in the interview room. There he is. And bringing up Jared Rexing into the booth. A great battle there with Tyler there at the end. We haven't got a chance to really talk to you much on, at least in this broadcast, or this broadcast team. First of all, welcome to the podium. Welcome to the booth. And a key time to get here in a 500-mile race, the last warm-up before we get to Indianapolis in October. And a very good race for you. You started up front, and despite all the different strategies and everything that happened to all the front runners, you stayed up front. And that's where you finished today. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. I don't know if you guys know, but me and Fody are teammates, so there was a bit of strategy going on there at the end, a bit of teamwork to keep us up front. So, it wasn't all me. So, shout out to getting to work with the new team.
They have you shown as an independent. So I wasn't sure. I thought that you were a teammate of somebody. I'm like, that's why I went through it originally during the middle of the race. Yeah. I was like, I thought he was, and then I'm like, nope, he's an independent. Okay, they're not working together, but you were, and that kind of allowed you to kind of lock out Ryan and run away. How much cooperation was working up there, and then when did the gloves come off?
Yeah, we worked together up until the very last lap. So, it kind of sucks for Ryan and those guys, but I've been in their shoes before where I've had teammates in front blocking. So, you can feel bad for a little bit, but then you remember, they do the same thing to you. So it's good to have teammates. Yeah, I've been independent for a while in IndyCar and kind of got this figured out, close to the start of the season. So that's probably why I didn't show up in the broadcast. But yeah, I'm with Lake Norman and the guys, so seems to be working out pretty good.
Well, I mean, it's a good start to the 500-mile race portion of the schedule. Next up is Indy. Do you think that you learned a lot that you can apply toward Indy, or Indy's just a whole different ball of wax?
Yeah, we'll go with the ball of wax. I've never had much luck at Indy, so I think I've finished one race out of all my attempts there. So, I don't think a whole lot translates. You get that long race feel, but there's just a lot less passing opportunities at Indy than there is Pocono, and Pocono doesn't have that many passing opportunities. So you really got to stay disciplined. You got to do that long race strategy, save fuel every run, and hope it works out at the end. It did today, but Indy's its own little ball game there. So we'll see what happens.
Well, coming up to your 75th career start. Today was your 73rd career start. At least you got that one win to your credit. 14, now 15 top fives and 25 top tens now to your credit here, according to your stat line. Congratulations on the P3. Any shout-outs, friends, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to before we let you go?
Yeah, shout out to the team. We got a double podium. Chris got a 7th place, so 3 in the top 10. looking forward to continuing running with them the rest of the season. And shout out to my wife, of course, for rooting for me.
Smart man. Very smart man.
I always got to throw that in there. When I don't.
Well, and you know that means you live to see another day. That's the most important thing right there. Well, congratulations.
Keep doing this.
Right. Congratulations, and yeah, thanks to wife. We thank the wife as well. But congratulations on the P3. We will catch you. I don't know if you'll be in the lineup with us or not when we get to the Texas Twin 275s next week, but we definitely look forward to seeing it at Indy, where you maybe could step up for another podium or get the big win there. But congratulations on the P3 here in the first 500-mile race of the season at Pocono.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
That is Jared Rexing with a very happy household. All right, let's get up to Tyler Foti, who is the senior driver there of that Lake Norman Motorsports squad, and we will bring him up into the booth right now. Tyler, fighting for the win there, but unfortunately just unable to reel in Pinheiro, who just kind of built up in the late stages a bit of a 3 to 4 second gap. And despite all the cooperation there at the end with a teammate, running them down, just ran out of time. But a good finish, a good points-paying finish for you. And that's getting you on a bit of good momentum as we get into the heart of the season. We call the dog days, that where anything can really happen, and typically does. And this is typically where you excel and shine on the schedule, is kind of in those middle stages. Talk about today's race. You started up front, stayed up front, and that was kind of hard to do with multiple strategies going on.
Yeah, for sure. It was a long one. I did not feel all that great as far as pace goes. I think I started like 6th. I got up to 4th at one point at the very beginning, but after that it was kind of heading backwards after the first pit stop, and then there on after it was 5th and 6th, 7th, and I was just dropping speed. Didn't really feel that comfortable with it, but I kind of settled in around 8th or 9th, and was doing the fuel save and doing the pit stops, and the one wreck we had right around the midway point ended up not being the best timing for me and Jared also. We ended up like 16th, 17th, like right in the mid-pack. And pretty much at that point figured we were well out of it for this second half coming from mid-pack. But little bit of tire strategy was going on. Some guys were a little worse off than others, and we just kind of made our way back through. Hit the good pit stops, and I was surprised, honestly, to find myself up there back in the top 5 with Jared and Schold and Logan there. And at one point, right before the last pit stop, I was working with Schold really good, and we were running Pinheiro down, and I was thinking, no way, we actually got a shot at this, and got to about a second, and yeah, about a second off of Pinheiro, and then he decided to just keep going. And yeah, we never got closer than that. It was a little frustrating, but I was just happy to be up there, to be honest. And yeah, after that last pit stop, I mean, Pinheiro had a couple seconds on us, and after dealing with not being able to close within a second, I figured there's no shot anymore at this, so we're just gonna race for second, see what we got. And fortunately had Jared up there and kind of worked it out a little with him and started swapping, and we were able to hold on to the 2-3. So after all that, it honestly feels like a win, but getting kind of used to finishing second to Adriano. I don't know how many times this has been, but it's what we got to do at this point.
Yeah, best in class, consider it that way right now. Well, let's talk about the big excitement during the race, your OS minute. Did you have to clean up your seat after the race or go grab another set of pants? Because, man, that happened right in front of you. And I really, really think if you go back and watch that replay, that if Chad didn't catch that last hit, that when he got T-boned, and I can't remember who T-boned him, he would have slid up right in front of you. We watched from your point of view. It was really close.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad you mentioned it. This race was so long, I completely forgot that even happened. But yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I remember, Chad. I remember seeing him sideways out of 3, and I think I had a car inside, and I figured I'll just keep it on the wall. And right as the smoke was clearing, I saw Chad's nose coming right up the track, and it was like the gap was closing. But like you said, but the guy inside of me, I guess, just clipped him like a second or so before, and it kept Chad from going up any farther, and I just kind of shot that gap, and someone else, I think it was Craig, was flying into the catch fence at that point, and I just kind of weaved through there, and yeah, that was a turning point for sure.
Yeah, we rode with you and your teammate Albrecht. He had a slid through there and by the slimmest of margins, and yeah, we did get to complete the parallel roll with Craig. So go back and watch that. But how do you feel about this race now? 500 miles under your belt for this season, the first 500-mile race, first of 3. Next up is Indianapolis. You've done well to start at Indianapolis. You've qualified up front. You've led some laps in the last couple of years. Is it time for the big breakthrough? Are you feeling pretty good about how you did here, translating to Indianapolis at all?
Yeah, I don't know. Indianapolis, I've kind of started all over now at this point, and it always seems like the farthest I can get up is about 5th finishing. So it's tough for sure. There's a lot more guys in here that are way more capable and understand how it all works a little better than I do at this point. But yeah, anything can happen. I do feel comfortable with the long races. I feel comfortable in that sense. But Indy, we're gonna have to find just a touch more. I think we're close, but just not quite winning speed yet. But anything can happen, strategy and so forth. So we'll see. I feel good as of right now, but yeah, only time will tell.
Well, congratulations on the P2. It's just a good way to get into this middle portion of the season now, and leading up to Indianapolis is a good way to capture all that good momentum. Congratulations. Any shout-outs, friend, family, sponsors, anyone want to say hi to?
Yeah, well, just as we mentioned before, the teammates there, Jared also for helping out there, doing the swapping at the end and kind of making it just a race between ourselves for second. It's always fun running with him. And Chris and Kale, Leighton, all those guys, make it a good time, make these long races a little more enjoyable. So shout out to them. Shout out to Jonathan Cutlip with JD Designs for painting the schemes. And then, of course, you guys here for putting on the awesome show. So hopefully I'm talking to y'all next week.
Maybe twice next week. It's a doubleheader, so we'll see. Congratulations on the P2, and we'll see you at the 2-step when we get to Texas next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And I've been checking DMs. Oh, he dropped out for me. Okay, so he is a good sport. He knows when his interview's done. He gets out of the room. Okay, let's bring in. He's done this enough. Let's bring in Pinero. Let's put up the results first of all, because we'll have to read Pinero stuff and we'll show you his stat line. I do want to mention for Tyler, this is his 55th career start today. He has 3 career wins. Now his 30th top 5. So he finishes in the top 5 more than half the time, and his 40th top 10. So again, no wonder why this guy has been in the running for the points championship the last couple of seasons. He just puts his car in a position to maximize on those situations. So Pinero, today was his 90th start. Today was his 24th career win, his 54th career top 5, and his 64th career top 10. He has now a winning percentage of around 26%, a top 5 percentage of 60%, and a top 10 percentage of over 70%. Man. But there are the standings, or there's the results there for Pinero. Here is his stat line, and I will have a stat line on the screen as I read the message from him. And it says, "Hello, friends. Good evening. First, I want to congratulate Tyler and Jared on the podium." He goes, "Well, the race, my simulator shut down on its own between practice and qualifying, and I couldn't get back in time. But I knew it would be a long race and that it was possible to recover. We had good pace without a yellow flag until halfway through the race." Well, we did have that early yellow, and he did take advantage of that. He forgot about that already, but again, long race. I was doing very well there. I possibly would have stopped one less time, but we had a few yellow flags in the second half, and I always tried to stay as far ahead as possible. Kind of your school of thinking, Lewis. and I was able to open up a gap with my very good and quick pit stops, which is another thing you mentioned, Lewis. I had some great luck catching the draft of some drivers, which also helped me increase the gap, which we did see that specifically there in the last stint. Anyways, after the last pit stop, I came back almost 5 seconds ahead. I knew it would be very difficult for everyone to close the gap. I'm happy with the win. It's my third in 4 races. It's a great start. Next week is Texas, a very tricky track depending on the conditions and temp. I hope to be ready to fight for another win. Have a great night, everyone, and that is your winner, Adriano. And I noticed one thing out of all that stuff, Lewis, and I don't know if he's superstitious at all, but he mentions nothing about Indianapolis. Not a word about Indianapolis. I think he's trying to be very reserved going to Indianapolis.
I think it's to be honest, step by step, and still have a lot to do. Still have a Texas, still have a Road America, then Nashville, Mid Ohio. And then maybe in Mid Ohio you can start to think about it in Indianapolis, because then from Mid Ohio to Indianapolis they have almost 2 weeks off. In between is
we got qualifying. Yeah, we got the qualifying.
Yeah,
and then,
the qualifying and everything the stuff.
Are you going to defend your title in the Freedom 100?
I'm gonna wave in. No, I don't want to wave in this time. I don't want to do it this time. I want to wave in 3 times and no. I don't want to do it anymore.
So yeah, there is some time after Mid Ohio. We'll have a couple of weeks there, including qualifying for Indy, and then of course the big race itself, and all the production value that goes into that race. Gets me so nervous. Anyways, Pinero with the win, 78 laps led here today with the win. Final thoughts from you, Lewis. It was interesting. We did have a big one midway through, and it took out a lot of the key players. Would this race been any different if those guys were still there, or was this still Pinero's race to lose?
I don't know. There should be maybe Shad and Ryan try to cap on Adriano, but who knows? Or maybe Clendy make the big move on the end. Who knows too? Maybe Brandon Trost without that problem and the computer, it could be and close to Adriano, because he's the guy who make the undercut and always be on the front after certain time. So I don't know. It's a lot of what if, and what if Andrew Wood is have a good gap around, but he finished at 12. He was close to Adriano. I don't know. He had maybe damage, hit the wall. Who knows? We don't know yet. But it was a crazy race with Shad on the front, with all of these guys on the front, keeping the pace, and then the first yellow separated the strategy, but the strategy is the same. Actually, 5 laps in between each other is not really enough. And then in the 107 lap, in the 107, we have this precaution, because they even have for incident, and then they have the real incident 5 laps later with Collins again. But that make the point when you have to think about it. We still have like a 70 something to go, almost 80 something to go. That's what Rexy said. It's like thinking about it. It's just keep in mind. Also, 40 mentioned about the long races and things. So it's just put your mind in this race is the final of finish with 5 to go. Like it's not finished in there, but it's like we want to fight in 5 to go. So that's a problem with you have to keep in mind with the 500 miles. So we have 2 to go. So Indy 500 and then the US 500 in the end of the year. So good for Adriano, because it's 45 something on top of the championship. But
yes, we have not talked about that. You're right. We have not talked about the championship points. So if you have any more thoughts, go right ahead, and then I will wrap up by talking about the point standings.
Just talking about the next one is throwback in Texas. 2 races in one night, so it's gonna be a good race. Could be oh my God, could be 1 win and 2 races, or could be different winners in 2 races. So it's gonna be a first experience. No first spot for us in P1. We have a double headed in the P1 in the Picture Series. So who knows what's gonna happen? It's gonna be a good race, hot track. Yeah, it's gonna be a good show, and Pinheiro want to win the race because he already said that. So see you next week on ERN.
All right, before we get on out of here, since P1 did sponsor the race, and that is our home channel, do want to remind everybody that 2 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, if you like this IndyCar style racing and if you like full-length races, we have ourselves a full-length Milwaukee race on the horizon for the IndyCar iRacing Series at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday for the IIS Top Split on Saturday afternoon. That's the IIS mirrors the real-world NTT IndyCar Series, so you want to check some of the best open setup drivers for the IR18 and the service. You want to check us out Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. It'll be myself, the boss, El Patron, Antonio Estrada, and Wags, Matt Wagner, who was in today's race. We will all be in the booth for that on Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern. The point situation coming out of this particular race, Pinheiro is still your points leader. He leads by 48 points over Logan Edwards. Logan Edwards is your rookie points leader. Logan is second. Tyler Fode is third, 58 points behind the leader. Seb Alexander is fourth. Jordan Owens is fifth. Ryan Schuld is now sixth. He's tied with Brendan Trost. Trost is also at sixth. P6 has 75 points. So it's 160 for Pinheiro, Edwards at 112, Fode at 102, Alexander at 94, Owens at 79, Schuld at 75, Trost at 75. Blauman and Ingrave are tied now for effectively 8th or 7th, depending on how you want to look at it, at 71 points apiece. And now Chad Frankenfeld just inside the top 10, give or take, at 63 points. Right behind Chad at 1 point back is Wags at 62. That's basically your top 10 right there going into the next race. Remember, next week, it's not double points. I forget how points are going to be next week, but it's not double points. I think it's half points for one race and half points for the other race. And it will be, and then you combine all those, and it'll be single points for. But it's going to be 2 rounds of the championship next week for the doubleheader. All right, so I think that about sums everything up. Let's get on out of here. It's 11 o'clock Eastern now. Everyone wants to get ready to go to bed and get ready for their Fridays tomorrow, and the weekend starting. I'm looking forward to my Friday. That is for sure. So let's get on out of here and give everyone back their evening. Again, this is where I wish I had a producer. Just cue up the music. There we go. So that's it for tonight.
Multitask.
Once again, your podium here for the 7th running of the P1 500 from Pocono Raceway. Adriano Pinheiro, 3rd win this season. 3 of the first 4 races this season he's won. Going back in the last season, he won the last 2 last season, so he's won 5 out of the last 6. And could we be looking at another streak going into these next 2 races at Texas? Who knows? Very much. This feels like Alex Palou all over again, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Man.
Feels like Alex Palou all over again, really.
But the word complaining.
Join us next week, August 28th, for round 5 and 6 of the 2025 B Championship. The teams and drivers turn their focus to our first ever IndyCar doubleheader, the Twin Texas 275s from Texas Motor Speedway. Coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Again, it's 7:45 p.m. Eastern. You'll find everything right here at youtube.com on the Elite Racing Network channel. It's only going to be one thumbnail, okay? We're not going to do 2 separate thumbnails for 2 separate races. One thumbnail. There'll be an intermission in the middle. Just stick with us, and we'll pick back up race 2 when race 2 is ready to go. But there's going to be the race 2 lineup will be a little bit different than it'll be the race 2 lineup. I believe will be based upon how race 1 is. I can't remember the rules on that, so just stick around. Everything will be a little bit different for race 2. It's going to be a different setup, first time ever. So just keep that in mind. So that's next week, just one thumbnail. And you click on that, and it'll have both races. So you don't have to look for anything else. As you know, the YouTube algorithm game's not easy, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thought on tonight's race. And if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you're at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so not missing out more of ERN's other iRacing programming, including the Juicy Spider Studios Elite Truck Series Sundays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and the Mark J. Rebilas Grand National Series Mondays at 7:30. And, of course, don't forget P1 IIS this Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Some of the best IndyCar drivers on all the sim will be there. You want to check us out, 2 p.m. Eastern Time over on P1. The Pocono 500 is brought to you by P1 Broadcasting. Funny enough, P1 is an esports broadcaster specializing in online IndyCar-style sim racing on the iRacing platform. New look, new name, with the same quality and affordable pricing from before. We know what Indy means. With an appreciation of the history and heritage of all eras of IndyCar, P1 brings you Open Wheel League to life with a team that lives, breathes, eats, sleeps, and drinks anything IndyCar racing. To learn more about P1 or to request a quote for your league, check out their social media links. P1 can be found on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X, and the Linktree. You can find all their links in the description. The Elite Racing League's IndyCar Series naming rights are paid for by the Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is an Indianapolis-based nonprofit organization working to end violence and inspire peaceful change. Founded in memory of Jack Shockley, they support youth through scholarships, mentoring, and community programs. To learn more and to support their mission, visit their webpage at the Warriors for Peace, not the Warriors for Peace, but warriorsforpeace.org. That's the number 4.org, or follow one of their socials today. All the links you need are in the description. We want to thank Warriors for Peace for their continued support of this signature series. I want to thank our premier sponsors of the Elite Racing League, Blue Egg Marketing and Worldwide Technology Raceway. Don't spin your wheels to celebrate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, go to blueeggmarketing.com or click on their link in the description. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a premier motorsports facility located in Madison, Illinois, just minutes from downtown St. Louis, from the iconic Gateway Arch. To learn more about Worldwide Technology Raceway or to buy tickets for one of their marquee events, check out www.raceway.com or click on the links in the description. For business inquiries, to learn more about the Elite Racing League and what they do, visit eliteracingleague.com. Subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on X and Instagram. As always, links are in the description. So, for Luis Gonzalez Nunez, everyone here at the ERN, I'm Gary Gatto saying to all, good night and thanks for watching. And to all of our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Catch us all again here next week for the Texas two-step and the next two races of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Good night, everybody.